jump straight in.
Like 5 more minutes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we live.
Yeah,
Welcome to everyone in the chat. Welcome. I see Lisa already. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, for those joining or those who are watching on rewatch, just wait for the cue and then we'll kick you off. I'll wait for at least a minute so that way it gives everyone who's currently watching or who will be watching in like the next 10 seconds or however long the cue to plug in your physical media or load up your streaming app or whatever it is that you're choosing to watch. Smoke a Bale Batman.
Word.
Okay, so we're going to wait till the minute mark. So everyone in the chat, get ready. Get ready and get set. Hey, Bryce, what's up, dude? Get ready and get set. Okay, I assume all of us have our versions loaded up.
Yeah.
Ah, Sensei 2X. Nice. What's up, dude? Okay. All right. I'm going to wait till it's to 105. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's rock and roll. I haven't seen this in a minute.
Oh yeah.
I watched this in March.
Yinky.
This is my first time watching it in the last 2 or 3 years.
Oh wow. I rewatched all the Batman movies going into the Batman. So I love these intros.
that never gets old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that single never gets old.
Never gets old.
I love when the first like 3 seconds the score kicks in already.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the adult Rachel in this film is like the adult Rachel. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
The
Katie-
Dark Knight
Katie
one.
Holmes?
Katie Holmes, yeah.
The Dark Knight one, however, when she showed up on screen when I first saw it in 08, I was like, who's this? Who is she?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Rachel. Oh.
Jake Gyllenhaal's sister.
And that was a tease of what's to come in Iron Man 2 with Don Cheadle.
Yeah, it was crazy that all those bats like
Not the bloody bats that attack Stephen Stranger Things. Spoiler.
That must be very terrifying for a boy to see bats coming right at him like that, man.
Oh, I love the score that plays here when he gets out and he just walks along the poison bit.
Yeah.
Like an Asian Big Show over there. What the hell?
Oh yeah, the Hans Zimmer scores are just.
It's not just
What's
Hans Zimmer, but James Newton Howard in it participating.
Yinky!
What's the minute marker?
2 minutes 20 now for me. A little man.
Come on, man.
I am the devil. Not the devil. You practice.
Ouch.
See, Disney, can you please take notes? This is how you write good scripts.
Ah, that's disgusting. Finding it in the mud is.
It's up to you after seeing on Sem's vid. Oh, sweet, you're from Sem's channel. Send some love to Sem. Thank you, bro. Welcome to the space.
oh
That's a broken knee. Jesus. I've really forgotten how disgusting and brutal that was.
dang. They pretty much
For protection.
Protection
I
from
don't need
who?
protection for them.
Protection for them.
Discrimination. That is Bruce Wayne.
You lock yourself to take them all one at a time.
protection for them.
It's like, oh, it's Qui-Gon.
William Neeson.
I counted 60, Mr. Wayne.
Now, mind you, this is not comic accurate, Ra's al Ghul, but you know, it's William Neeson. I'm like, okay, whatever, fine, let's just do it. All right, William Neeson, Qui-Gon, let's get this thing started.
Hmm.
I mean, if I had any of the mods in front of me, my skin would turn worse.
Somebody got on a phone call.
The fuck?
Never mind. Stop.
Yinko. Sake. Oh, I love this line. An ideal, and if they can't stop you.
Hmm.
I don't know what you're looking for in the first. But fuck, I love this movie.
I kind of wish she would have said detective at least once in this movie, just to say like give a little nudge from the animated series.
Just like that, he was dumped out of the road. Just like that.
Mm. Or better still, maybe Bruce should have done this. Hey, RJ, you left me hanging.
I so love the framing of this film. It really, really, man, the landscape is so beautiful. Just amazing.
Mm. Cinematography on point.
The contrast in this film is what really stands out.
Yeah.
Because if there's no blackness, it will be extremely bland.
Always mind your surroundings.
Love that quote.
I love that scene where he walks up the mountain. I love that.
Oh yeah, people would agree with you, Tristan.
The Blue Lotus.
Tristan says it's his favorite of the trilogy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like I think this one gets. I mean, because of Dark Knight,
it gets overlooked out of the three. Like Dark Knight Rises is always seen as the most epic and grandiose, and then Dark Knight is seen as the best one, and then Batman Begins is kind of just there. But
I think Batman.
This is how you do a first act, Disney.
Yeah.
Give us a reason to root for the fucking character, not just say here they are in the MCU.
I think Batman Begins is like. I think Batman Begins like the best origin story for like a comic book character, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I so love that how they make this
Man.
The whole thing about the clan.
This one is like for origin stories. Yeah, man, it's debatable because you got this one, you got Man of Steel, and you got Iron Man. Like honestly, if you was to tell me out of those three, which one is your favorite? Oh yeah, and the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2. I mean, the first Spider-Man that he did. Like out of those four, I would not get mad at it. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, if all of those four, I would not care who's the number one.
Yeah,
or whatever.
The reason
it's quite interesting that the ninja that closed that door had an AK-47 on his back. It's quite weird that the rest of them didn't have any one of those.
Just came out of nowhere.
I thought that was King.
Naughty.
The King?
Wait, what? That ain't me, man.
It's saying that you're the back.
You're in the,
the background guy.
Yeah, that's not me, man.
It's
I
like
got
that line,
hair.
that line in Ted. You ever see any movie ever? He's the black guy.
I mean, I actually got hair for you. Yeah.
Always starts
When you're ready.
starts
That's
and phrases as it.
I kind of like how they like Christopher Nolan did make an actual homage to the actual Ra's al Ghul by putting Old Boy there. Yeah. Because that looks like a common accurate Ra's al Ghul right there. The Emperor.
Ouch.
He would have made a great young
A
Palpatine.
headbutt to the face is never a joke.
He's taller than Ian McDiarmid, but he'd have made a great young Palpatine.
Ooh, you got fucked up. Batman by Qui-Gon.
Oh, perfect timing for that quote. What do we do when we fall? That lines up exactly with what's going on.
Officially elect him to be the next Black Panther in Wakanda forever. Yep. We'll need some people. I'm ready for that movie.
The outrage on that.
No!
You know, when Trump gets put in, he doesn't want to sleep. He doesn't want to sleep. But you know, like when Trump got put in power, and that woman was like screaming.
Yes, I love that.
I do it all, Bruce, so we can learn to pick ourselves up.
Thomas Wayne.
So love it.
Thomas and Martha.
That's true. Man, the emotion of that soundtrack, it's very beautiful.
I love the soundtracks in this movie. Well, the whole trilogy, like, it's really strong in this movie. Really strong. And each title of each track means something.
Yeah. I mean, James Newton Howard and Hans Zimmer killed it in this film. Both of them did.
James Newton deserves more love for his work on the score.
I at first I didn't know that it was James was in this was composing it. It was just Hans Zimmer. But when I found out, I was like, holy shit! That guy composed the King Kong.
What was that? No, there's a bit of feedback on someone.
Yeah.
Bring it down just a tad.
Copyright.
Warner Brothers are gonna go. Hey.
No, trust me, they will. They will.
Warner Brothers will definitely jump straight.
You hear David Zaslav in the bag saying, like, "Stop them."
Bats. The bats are haunting him again. Poor kid.
People need dramatic examples to shake them out of apathy, and I can't do that as Bruce Wayne. So speaking my language. Bloody parents dying.
Oh, this scene.
Now, I really love Bruce Wayne's dad. He actually cares so much about his son, and he knows what he fears mostly.
I like how they put a different spin on him, where like he was a doctor and he wasn't like just the same old rich dad. Where like he didn't even run enterprises. He was just like, I want to be a doctor. I work at the hospital.
When the soundtrack goes like that, you know trouble's coming.
He's a real wealthy doctor. Just say it like that.
Now this scene, I love it a lot about Thomas Wayne. Really tries to de-escalate the situation instead of escalating it. He's trying to de-escalate it.
He's trying. See what he did there? That's called de-escalation.
Yep. As I said,
No, be there.
Ah, dude.
No, this scene's
That
heartbreaking.
still
That-
hurts me, man. That
and
hurts.
that soundtrack that's playing right now, that plays when the spoilers takes the bomb in the
Yeah, exactly. I love that.
Seriously?
Nolan did a great job. Great job doing that.
Yeah.
full of
Man,
power.
the gunshots just really made your heart stop just a second.
I love Gary Oldman's performances as like these wise like mentor characters.
Now
And then
this camera
and then
shot, the camera shot
full
where
circle of it, the full circle of it, sir, is that in Dark Knight Rises, Gordon learns that he was Bruce's hero.
I mean, the way the camera itself starts paneling away, it just fills us with a lot of sadness that we're actually it's forcing us away from this kid, forcing us away. That's just some brilliant camera work here. Every camera work has a purpose and a meaning.
Pretty much, if Commissioner Gordon or Alfred was not in Bruce's life, I think he would have been like a more of a rogue type of kid or whatever.
Yeah, if he would have.
Because if you think about it, like
That's still
somebody
enough good
said,
news for him. The
somebody
poor kid
said
lost
that
his
Batman's villains are like the opposite of him or whatever. Like what would happen if he was to go like far on that other side?
You can definitely feel the regret inside of him, man.
Man, Michael Caine is brilliant in this too.
Yeah. I mean,
I love how once you made it,
Bruce Wayne blames himself a lot for the death of his
This guy
parents.
looks like Jerry Springer.
I mean, pretty much. Well, once you've made it into Christopher Nolan's elite, like you're set for life. Like,
Yeah.
once you're part of the chosen crew, yeah, he's got your back. He's like, hey, Chris, are you doing a movie soon? It's like, yeah, Joseph, I'll put you in for a little bit. Yeah, of course, I can get you in.
I mean, James Gunn does the same thing, and Zack Snyder does the same thing. Like, if he's cool with you, hey, you gotta roll.
Score.
Tarantino as well, Samuel L. Jackson. Steven, my boy.
You guys think Samuel Jackson would have made a good Lucius Fox?
Yeah.
You made it be like, listen here, Bruce, motherfucker.
Wow.
Yeah, I
You
kind of
can see
like
that when he grew up, it wasn't just guilt anymore. It was just anger and revenge.
So if Qui-Gon is a Sith Lord, you see.
yo.
They even
about
have
this is
You can teach you how to engage.
this does remind me of Palpatine and Anakin.
Doesn't the robe design look exactly like a Jedi robe? Like it. I mean,
I'm here.
I mean, I know it's all based on the same kind of thing, but like it's very, very similar. Hey, I felt bad for this dude. The one question that no one asked about this film is this guy in the cage here.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I hope he made it out of there and he didn't die in the bloody explosion.
I know one thing. Ra's al Ghul wanted him dead. He wanted him to die.
He wanted him out of there.
Oh yeah, the cage guy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's
Detective
got in good shape for this.
So was this
thing
Qui-Gon?
is fully about the ninjutsu itself. It is not just about the martial arts or fisticuffs, but the ninjas themselves have weapons that can kill someone. They are mercenaries. Some people call them mostly. They hunt down samurais.
I always thought that Batman was just basically a ninja with a cape. Like that was my.
Well, to be honest,
In black.
they didn't really start doing like the League of in the comics run. It wasn't like in the early stuff.
Because they actually had it to where like I know they did the League of Shadow stuff a little bit in the animated series.
When the
He
goblins
was really good in he was really good. he did a lot of like judo and stuff like in animated series. Like he had a judo master or whatever. Yeah.
Man, that voice of his is something else.
Oh, his monologue
Yeah.
here is perfect.
You haven't been me. You sacrifice your footing for the killing stroke.
Jack,
Hi-ya!
Ice Chow.
You cheated. That's what Bruce is thinking.
Wow. Every emotion sometimes has a poison. Mm.
Like when I first watched this movie, I was confused about the timeline. I was like, why are we like cutting between like 3 different?
Oh yeah, cut it. Yeah.
I'm like, why
Yeah.
is he old? Then he's like, I thought he took a break from Ra's al Ghul's shenanigans, went back home, and then went back. But this is actually how he got there. Like, it's
Yeah.
it's weird. But I like his journey and his process that he wants to get in the head. He wants to know what makes a thief tick or a villain tick.
Yeah.
I so love the quote. What he said. The anger can be a great power, but if you let it overcome you, it can consume you. That's very true.
Yeah.
Batman is not just defined a person about fear. It's also been defined by tragedy and vengeance. But things change for him.
I like the fact that he was just wearing jeans when he came back.
That is true. Where did he get that? It's kind of funny because he's wearing jeans when he came back. When he comes back. Wait, no. This is before he went to. This is.
Oh yeah. I forgot. He's jumping. He's all right. It is jumping
college.
back and forth.
Oh, I love the bit here where he touches the stethoscope. That's Christopher Nolan's signature there. Like Christopher Nolan has this thing where he'll zoom in on the object while they're touching it, and then a flashback will play.
Yeah.
Only a certain show that's on air on Disney Plus at the moment would do that shit.
Yeah.
Simple. Sorry.
Canal Ray.
How's a mouse? Hey, everybody! Pull your bloody ears off and kick you over there.
It's just like what I told you guys, told Jacob earlier. It's like, yo, man, they about to do a couple more projects, and I'm like, people like us that actually like take that stuff seriously. You're like, oh no more, please stop, no more. Like, I can't take it anymore. He has a bowl cut. I just noticed it.
You got that shit.
Friend zoned. What?
He said friends.
Tom Cruise is, bro. He messed up this.
Sweet.
You know what? Christian Bale does look like has that Tom Cruise haircut.
All he needs is the 20-mile run now.
That and jumping on couches.
Man,
And the insane
I'm in
stuff.
love with Katie Holmes. I'm in love with Katie Holmes, man. See, Oprah was being too nice because, like, if you were in anybody else's household, you get hurt like that, bruh. Like, you don't be jumping on my couch. You better sit your ass down.
That glare.
But I gotta give Christopher Nolan this. I do like the fact that he did pick Scarecrow to be like one of the main villains.
Yeah, Scarecrow is fucking intense in this movie.
No kidding.
That's high. She pulled up with the strap.
See that guy's expressions. He's really, really worried. Revenge is on his tip of his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Closing in a couple of footsteps.
And there's also a good message here. Like when she takes him down under the underpass to see the stuff, you know, even though he's complaining about the system and he's dead right, the thing is she's like, look
That's
beyond your own
stolen.
fate. Like she encourages him to do something about it and be proactive. Like that, there's something that could be done there.
he's saying stop being a rich prick and do something about it with your money.
Oh, she said
More or less.
somebody shot him. Oh yeah, that is Joe Chill. I just noticed it.
Nice. Joe, chill out.
Dun.
No, they're not the same. But sometimes revenge, you only dug yourself your own grave. Some people can recover, but others cannot recover when they achieve that revenge.
This is his moment, his call to arms. Oh, sorry, this is funny. Just though she starts clapping him one.
Ouch. Talk about puncturing wounds. Jesus.
Oh, don't bring up my father. Hold on, girl. You better watch your mouth.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong for that.
Yeah, Rachel was out of line for that one.
I love when Nolan has like the blue backdrop on the background. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Great directing.
I know they have to probably wait until before daybreak to do that shot.
Even if they, you know, edit it in post or whatever with special effects, you don't need the initial shot.
Jacob, what runtime you at now, Jacob?
I'm at 27 minutes. He's sitting there with Falcone. 27.50 now for me.
Yeah, I'm just like a second behind you.
Bang.
He has a point.
Yeah.
He does have.
Hey, with your anger, you can hear the Italian.
Prove yourself. What else you never
Always
understand?
here.
You always
Don't
feel.
understand.
You don't understand.
He's got that
Yeah.
lovely Italian in his voice there. He's about to he's
Yeah.
embracing his inner Jack Nicholson. And he's like, that's I'm gonna with Joe Pesci. Even he's like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Ow.
I love how they put the comic book sound effect when he gets punched.
Low key, Balcony kind of gave him a little bit of mentorship on Crime 101. He's like, bruh, like seriously, you're too good for this. Like, what are you even doing down here? Like,
yeah, get out of it.
Like a dog.
it's sort of like he's sort of like one of those, like, let's just say he's one of those, like, he's not a friend, but like he's more of an acquaintance. Like, he's into deep bad stuff or whatever, but like he won't let you join because you give him give him that grace of it as a human or whatever. He knows that you're better than that or whatever. That's sort of what Balcony basically did.
Yeah.
You should have tipped better.
Nice coat.
I've seen that, but I've seen them a lot of times. The first time
he just decides to bugger off. He's like, that's it. I've had enough. I'm out of it. Man, Christian Bale did more for this kid right here than Disney's done for anything. If you know what I mean.
Dang.
Just throwing it out there. I've had enough of the virtue signaling from that corporation. They don't do it in a genuine way. What's she find you? Throws it right back.
What you bring your room?
My PC's running. Oh shit!
Fudge.
Got 2 laptops plugged in at the right time.
Are you ready to begin?
Okay. Yeah, now that I remember the movie, like, it is pretty neat that he kind of did the origin story kind of mixed, like, not an actual.
Breathe.
Flipping love this sequence. I just love this first act. Like, it may not be everyone's cup of tea, but it does what the first act needs to do, like to set the foundation of the narrative for the second and third movies to pay off. Something that Marvel have seemed to have forgotten that they need to do. First act. There's reasons why in theater and in trilogies these things are written the way they are. Marvel. Shit.
I just love the design of the ninjas, how they made it this film.
Do you know what? I love how Liam Neeson's hiding, but you can see his eyes. You know, he's got that distinctive eye.
Yeah.
I so love it that when the camera is focusing.
Didn't he just sort of do a Terry Silver quote of like a man can't see?
Just like that, he just disappears. You cannot tell what's different that much because of the fast they move.
Oh god.
Yeah, the fight scenes aren't that great, but overall the tone and the feel. and the story. The story is so strong that I don't mind. Now, if we're talking about Kenobi, where the fight scenes are and the story's still, then yeah. Thank you, Disney.
And remember, lightsabers are not
Yeah.
baseball bats.
No, lightsabers do not work like this. Like if the lightsabers cut me here, right here, my head's coming off. In Kenobi, it's like Disney logic. I've had enough. It's annoying. It's just like you know.
Oh, jeez. That must be a terrible jump scare for Bruce Wayne, actually.
Do you know what?
What?
Mind you, though, I'll say this though: the fight scenes are much more of an upgrade on the the '89 Batman, where he was just kind of like, "I'm Batman," and then just and not really.
Now this is where things go intense.
Yeah.
Ow.
He's not getting beaten up by random black dudes.
Mm.
Sorry,
He's
you
cut.
kind of got looked right there, bro.
I disagree. I think the camera works fine. The camera work and the editing is fine. I think it's. I think that's fine. It's just I think. But this is the thing. It's the first act problem. Like once you get the first act out of the way, then you can do all the.
You cannot leave any sign.
But in some ways, I would prefer a good, strong first act. Ken Watanabe. This dude is in every movie that no.
Impressive. They depicted the ninjutsu very differently in this, and I like it. It is not just the darkness, but it's the numbers that you cannot find.
It's the numbers that, yeah. But I do like that. Man, what happened to this geezer, man? All right, he became a murderer. Come on.
I mean, what I do love about these designs about these ninjas, they have armor. I mean, in the what people say in the old times, the ninjas don't wear armor, but they are heavily armored. Yeah, they actually give more. It's a difference, actually. You know.
Ciao.
Got beat by a bat dude.
This man is a murderer.
It wasn't just any. Like it was just an extra. Like that's insulting.
We know this better the most. Cannot lead these men.
That's not bad.
Unless if you're prepared to do what is necessary to defeat evil.
Yeah, the voice is a bit of a non-event, but other than that,
Yeah, this is before the cigarettes came. Like Gotham wasn't doing as bad, and Batman didn't have as much stress.
I mean, like that walkway that they're on right now. Like that's like a long bridge. You could walk very far on that.
So, what did the fat dude do to Ra's al Ghul to make him wanna?
See, okay. Here's my thing. They want to kill him because he's a murderer, but they're murderers too. So it's like,
yeah, it's pretty hypocritical.
Extremism. Men like this, but I will not become an executioner. You're damn right. Sorry, Liam Neeson, we're not doing it this time.
Bellman is just all right now. I wouldn't say he's trash. Y'all.
But who said he's trash?
Wasn't that good, but Christian Bale's Batman was fine, other than the voice.
He's fine. He's not that bad.
Y'all rag on it too much. Like the voice.
Put it this way: this is a common problem with fans nowadays. Is action is great. Oh, CGI candy. And fight scenes and all that, and the story goes out the fucking window. Like story over everything. Like the fight scenes in this trilogy are very heavy, but the story is so good. Like I'll even let
you guys know this next week, guys. The first thing we talk about is writing and storytelling. So I mean, I think
because everyone knows the writers get too much credit. I don't want to keep going on about actors, but they're the most important ones,
Yeah.
Got to tell that to Disney.
Like the writing and acting, it's just like a relationship, bro. If you don't.
That's one ninja flying.
All right. Listen, I already knew. I already know the next watch party is going to be this in the chat. Bell's not dead. Listen, the voice is not. We get it, okay? Throat cancer, but he wasn't a trash Batman. He wasn't a trash Batman. Abbas, calm down. He didn't say anything about Snyder. Relax.
I'd rather not do that.
Relax. We didn't say
sir.
anything about Snyder. And don't bring that.
You sit your Michael Keaton, bat loving sit down.
So basically, what the reason that they did it was, one, to throw the fans off, but two, to give it, I guess, a different spin. Now, if we're being completely objective, Ra's al Ghul in this is a race change. Like it's a race change. Let's be completely.
It's
objective.
It's tokenized. That's what I said.
But I think because Liam Neeson does such a great job, I'm willing to overlook it. That's something. If something's tokenized, like Heimdall.
Oh my god, that's gonna hurt.
Like Heimdall in Thor is tokenized, but Idris does a great job. So with Idris doing a great job, I don't mind it.
Hold on.
Oh man,
what's going on now? What is he saying now?
What's in the movie you lot in the chat?
Neither is Billy Joel. Neither is Billy Joel. He got beat by a random black dude. Okay?
That's Billy Joel going, "You want a lights out? You want to get nuts? Come on!" Like that's yeah.
If you were talking about who's the worst fighter Batman, like it's Billy Joel, dog, because he got beat up a lot. Like he got destroyed.
In and out. Now, obviously, I can instill the context that they will buff Michael Keaton's Batman for when he appears in the Flash and whatever.
Yeah.
But based on what we know and what we've seen, if this man were to go up against Christian, I love this soundtrack when he's talking to Alfred. Christian Bale's Batman would probably wreck him, and Ben Affleck would murder him. So
no, murder is being too generous. You curve stop him, dog. Like
shove a grenade in his mouth and leave him in the bloody hallway.
Like now Keaton might have a chance against Adam West's Batman. He might have a chance. I don't know, man, because he has the cartoon thing to protect him. So
all I'm saying is,
well,
let's not disrespect all the Batman. They all did fine. Okay?
Yeah, they're all good in their own way.
Like, come on, let's not be hypocritical.
And let's be fair. Like Michael Keaton is the OG.
He is the OG.
Adam West is, but before you bring it up, Danny. But Keaton
I was about to say, hey, the real OG.
But Keaton is the OG, And when I say things, it's not like a rag on Keaton. Like I like Keaton, but I prefer watching this Batman.
Yeah, but let's be real. Swap.
Wait, what?
But Pattinson.
I agree with that.
Yeah, subjective.
You agree with that, yeah? Take another bite of that. What you say.
Yes.
I don't. I like to be edgy. I'm a Val Kilmer fan. Suck it.
What? I'm a Val Kilmer fan. I like to be edgy. I'm a Val Kilmer fan. Suck it.
You have not met the Doc Holliday. Say when. And when you guys watch Tombstone, which is the greatest Western movie of all time, you'll know what I'm talking about. That's why he got the Batman role.
And he's also Iceman in Top Gun.
Yep.
Iceman, abs for days. And I love what they did with him in Maverick, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your first fair point of the night. Let's keep it going, Abbas.
Who's the actor that plays Scarecrow?
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, he looked like Scarecrow material, man. Like he just looked like he off.
Fun fact,
it would have been. It would have been interesting to see him as Bruce Wayne.
He auditioned to play Batman.
Yeah.
I don't see it. He looked like he's
To be fair, I had Harvey Dent vibes when I first saw him.
yeah.
Here's the thing, though. He wasn't good enough to play Batman, but no one said, "Hey, how about Scarecrow?" There you go.
Oh, what, Cillian Murphy? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people give too much shit on Cillian Murphy's performance, but I like it. I really love how he portrayed Scarecrow.
Oh, I
Me
think he's great.
personally, if
the
they
most
do
popular out of the
Scarecrow
lot.
again, I think Matt Reeves need to hit him back up or whatever to come back and reprise his role. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call a payphone.
Where you actually had to put money, coins into.
That thing.
Now he knows which one he needs to go. He needs to go and confront his own fear.
Flipping adore this movie.
There's something about the cinematography that is so damn unique about this film. So damn unique. It does not feel like it's just a superhero flick, but it feels like you're actually watching real stuff, I mean, Christopher Nolan actually did a fantastic job making this as realistic as he can.
Yeah, I'm about to get my favorite shot in the whole shebang here.
Absolutely.
He's going into a nest. I'm not gonna lie, this Batcave was pretty dope.
Oh, I love this shot. Fucking love this shot.
Mm.
I like the Batcave how it is in number 3. It's pretty cool.
Here we go. Yeah. There they are.
Bats everywhere, sir. Long.
Now he finally embraces it.
Lisa, thank you very much for the donation. Thank you. Now, it's a Batman stream, so I got it.
Thanks a lot, Lisa.
Just for you, Lisa.
Come on! Open your eyes!
There we go. Who says we can't have more than one Batman? Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Thank you. Cheers.
Hey guys, I just want to say one thing. This did better than Morbius. That is all.
What the fuck? What's that? Schlong.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, they did better. They did this better than Morbius with the bats.
I'm pretty sure my shit looks better.
Yeah, I can't see him as Batman.
Oh yeah, well,
like maybe it's Bruce at a push, but Batman, I don't know.
Actually, if they would have put him as Batman, I probably would not like it as much. I probably couldn't take it seriously.
A Scarecrow is perfect.
Yeah, I think it's because he's short and it's just his eyes.
Yeah, it's his eyes.
Yeah, the eyes don't scream Batman.
Now, this is the most Bruce Wayne scene out of all 3 of them films right here.
Yeah, oh yeah, he flexes on him well.
The woman was like, "Oh, hello."
I'm telling you, it's Jerry Springer.
Sorry to disappoint.
Bruce, you're alive.
Sorry to disappoint.
Christian Bale actually did not want to play Batman, but he got convinced to.
Oh,
Yeah.
And now, Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
I am in the Batman.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman is my dude right there.
Imagine a movie with Morgan Freeman, Denzel, and Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
hello.
That is
Denzel and Samuel Jackson.
Just
Hey,
give
you know
him an
what?
Oscar.
Just for good measure, throw Jamie Foxx in there as well.
Jamie Foxx as well, yeah.
Mm.
You know what I need though? A movie with Leo and Denzel.
yeah.
They ever acted opposite each other.
Don't think so.
Someone make it happen. Tarantino, get on that shit.
You know, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was the first movie with Leo and Brad Pitt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
I am Morgan Freeman. And I am God.
Yeah, I love it when I remember when he said that on the TV. I mean, on one of those award shows.
Mm. He's a god in Bruce and Heaven Almighty.
Yeah.
Like,
That's some gold freaking armor.
badass.
I do love Morgan Freeman more in the second movie because he's just more witty. Like when old boy tried to blackmail him or whatever.
You want to blackmail one of the most powerful men in Gotham, and
Go
you think
right.
he dressed up like a bat?
He tells him like he's like secretly a vigilante that beats criminals to a pulp. It's the
plan
blackmail this
to
person.
blackmail this person.
And Morgan, and the acting is just this is the face that he does. It just
Good luck.
Good luck.
this is like Alfred's like a 90-year-old me here, where I'm just like, Garmin. This is when I inevitably pass on the mantle to Kenny over there, and I'm like, you know what? I'm retired. I'll be the mentor.
Oh yeah, the scene's coming up where he's like, Alfred, come up here. He's like, this. I can see.
I can
Right
sit
here,
down
Fred.
here, all right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Alfred is saying like, nah, Master Bruce, you don't pay me enough. Yeah.
Yeah. You pay me for house maintenance, not Batcave maintenance. Increase
I love it when they start to take deep further on the game, which they're gonna build. This is some brilliance here.
This Alfred was
This slow
Alfred was
burn of this, but I really appreciate that it takes its time. It doesn't rush. It takes its time. You get there and you enjoy it.
Alfred, come up here.
I didn't see you.
they got Alfred pretty much there has not been one bad Alfred, honestly.
I agree with that.
Alfred is the least controversial thing you watch. There'll be a controversy in general. Is the least controversial thing.
Yeah.
I mean, every Alfred,
everything black.
every Alfred that came before, it's just like it's always been on point.
I view it like this. This Alfred is the most wise Alfred.
Yeah.
This is Alfred is the most badass Alfred. And Alfred in the Burton films is the most calm Alfred.
Yeah.
Then the one in Adam West's one, Just for You, King, is a fencer.
I mean, like the first two Alfreds, like the one in the '66 in the Keaton / Schumacher films, like that was more comic accurate Alfred. Just just being the dude that service.
That guy that was in the car, he was in Too Fast, Too Furious as well. He's always playing sleazy cops.
Oh yeah. He was in Too Fast, Too Furious. He was
like burning a thing. He's like, I'll burn you.
It got the rat on his stomach and crap.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I forgot about Jeremy Irons. He played Alfred too.
Yeah,
It's all right, Alfred. I'm
I
taking.
didn't get much of him. He was good Alfred though for what we got.
Oh yeah, but my favorite moment of his is like, it's all right, Alfred. I'll take over from here. Do I know you?
I know you. Do I know you?
I love Alfred in the Snyder cut because like he got mad at everybody trying to make the tea. He's like, "Yay, hey, stay away from there. I got it. Don't you touch my tea." Like,
When Alfred is serving food or drinks, he's doing it, not them.
Yeah. It's me. I do it. You do not.
You don't make it.
he's like, mind you, Wonder Woman can probably destroy Alfred like with one punch. He's like, gave her the look like, Miss Diana, what are you
Never
doing? Like,
underestimate a senior English citizen.
Fuck with Alfred.
And when I say that, I mean old school English citizen, not the general.
he gave her the look of like, if you touch that tea kettle one more time, I will kill you.
Old school white dudes. Don't touch the tea. No, don't touch that tea. You want to live. Because what will happen is another cup of tea will be made and they'll be thrown at you.
Yeah.
Just some nut.
That's the state word.
This is Mask of the Phantasm.
Like, face expressions, I'm sorry, his face expressions are the best. He's like,
He's like this.
What's it today? More spelunking? No, still base jumping.
I love the fact that he says, "Get that gun away from my goddamn kids." In the second one.
Spelunking? No. Today's space jump. Space jump.
Ooh.
Kind
Reminds me. It almost kind of reminds me of Toby Spider-Man. Like, oh, my back, my back,
my back. It's just back. The rat.
Bam.
Don't think of me as a he said, "Don't think I'm stupid now." That was his moment of like, I will whoop your ass.
Your ass.
Hot take, controversial. I really love his Batmobile.
I do too.
I really like it's not classic or comic, but I really like it. I like how it's a modernized tank. Like,
I like it.
Guns and
the tank?
Yeah.
The tank is cool, or whatever.
Like, out of all the Batmobiles, it wouldn't be the one I would pick, but
Man, I so love the sound of the tumbler.
The only thing about like that him having a tank as a Batmobile is like it makes like so much noise. Like it's, and me personally, like, okay, you're telling me that like the cops of Gotham City will not catch this thing. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like you can see it. You can see it coming.
He answered it. It comes in black. He's,
So what do you think? Does it come in black?
That's like the recurring theme.
What do you think?
Actually, yes. My Vestu.
Does this come in black?
Does this come in black?
Wait, hang on. Does this come in black?
Ah.
Funny thing is, I still have the tumbler toy with me.
Oh yeah, I used to have one.
Sometimes
the only thing I so love about the tumbler is not by the looks, but the sound is very haunting.
Yeah.
Does it come in black?
It does indeed.
There was a small error. If any of you missed, while he was tilting it to the left side, the Batmobile turned to the right. That's a small error.
I like how this man said, "Okay, I'm borrowing this. Let me just make some adjustments to start clipping shit off." Freddy Krueger? No, Freddy Krueger has 4 blades. That's only 3. That's Wolverine.
I don't know why, but the way he just nodded his head, it was like, yeah.
I love this score. Workout playlist right there.
Agreed.
Work. There you go. The film itself takes all his time, showcasing us the origins, how it's slowly becoming the bats. Nothing else.
That's why it's like in the top origin stories. I mean, that's why I said like if somebody told me that this is their favorite origin story as a superhero, I wouldn't be mad because
Shit.
Don't try to break your own camera.
I do agree with that, CVO. That one right there.
what was it?
Open your eye. Buffering.
Batmobile, legit Batman was one man.
I like that one.
Well, yeah, because you see, the thing is, that's if you take Dom's Dodge Charger, you combine it with Knight Rider with the classic Batmobile look. Yeah.
It's just a modern take on the Batmobile. This would be.
Hey, listen, I love me some Shakespeare. Hey, watch how you. Hey, that's offensive to me. Watch how you talk. Shakespeare is my language. That's.
Habaz.
Calm down.
Here we go.
Get out of the stream and go watch Billy Joel. Just do that. Good grief, man.
You're gonna see it pop up in the movie anyway, Abbas, and you know it's in the movie. So, what's the point of complaining about it?
It's called story.
That's
You don't have to watch
it.
it.
And then silence.
You don't have to watch it.
Screaming, just a simple yell, silence.
There's a metaphor every 5 seconds. Well, that's deeper storytelling. That's what some people can't grasp.
It's because it makes a third one much better because he goes back to what
it's not even worth explaining.
That's a jump scare.
It's deeper storytelling that people won't get. And the quote does apply here, not just for me.
That guy's looking up.
Context and nuance are lost on people. The metaphors can be quite much, but it's meant to push the story along. It serves the narrative. It feeds into the script, the characters, the motivations. You know? And this is what Nolan does. He's a very deep storyteller. Like
this guy's panicking, legitimately panicking.
I legit thought this dude was a guy that wanted to be Tarzan that never quite made it.
I did like that he came down like a bat.
That's that one headbutt alone is more intimidating than anything Billy Joel ever did.
Why should I worry? Why should I care?
Why should I care?
He's legitimately firing just random places when he hears.
Where are the other drugs going? No, that comes later. That comes later.
Or down. Here we go. Bam.
Where is she?
I love that the second when the fight takes place, you barely see him because he's moving in too much fast pace. He doesn't want us to see us his looks just yet. He wants to show us what he can do right
He
now.
knocked him the fuck out. He's like, I'm Batman. Boosh. He's like, Ugh. It just don't sound like actually people talking. They sound like Shakespeare.
What do you mean?
You either die a hero. Because in the context, right, for one thing, that's not this movie.
What the hell are you?
For the second thing, hang on. I gotta just. The
Full screen, Jacob.
Is the context of that scene is Harvey's talking about the I'm not even gonna.
He foreshadows his character arc. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's called. It's basically a meta way of saying, hey, this is where he's going to go. Like it's storytelling. This is why some people.
Sorry.
And I'm putting this out there on blast again so people can tweet about it. Stick to Cobra Kai because you can do nothing else. I'm putting it out there. Jesus Christ. Like shit. Like these deeper stories.
Come on, let's get nuts. Come on, let's get nuts. Come on. Yes.
I must say this.
I'm not right. I love
looks really good tonight.
But stick to basic shows that have very simple formulas because anything beyond I'm going to the shops today is considered extensive.
Oh, Oh yeah, by the way, just that's why we got crappy movies like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe because you guys.
Now that right there, that we can agree on. That we can agree on.
That ain't gonna work.
Right. I am. What's the Lion King?
I am Batman.
Damn right, Kevin Conroy. I love this shot right here. This shot when Gordon looks, and then the signal, and then Falcone's tied up and strung up. Like,
Oh yeah, I love that.
he is. And the score, baby.
Someone who rattled the cages.
I love that scene. He's just like,
Right.
Yeah, he's just there like.
Yeah, he's looking.
Wow, this dude got treated better than Mr. Fantastic did in Doctor Strange too.
Now this was the beginning of the bat signal. That's reveal. Since you cannot make my own bat signal, cannot make mine. Let me show you how.
Damn right.
This is the rain, the Batman.
Oh wait,
begin.
is this the shot with the blue background? No, I think that's in Dark Knight, but this is a good one too. And that's a practical one, by the way. They went to the effort to put that on top of that.
I do like the fact that almost every single movie he managed to scrape all the villains together. All the henchmen.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Nolan resurrected the dark myth. Man.
Yes, I absolutely love the holiday special.
Costume.
I'm gonna give it to Top Gun, but Batman is close. Just because Top Gun, we don't get sequels like that ever. Like it's.
I do like how this where he's like standing on top of the tower.
Yeah. Oh, that's a practical as well. Hey, what minute mark are you guys at? I think I'm a bit ahead. I'm gonna rewind it back a bit.
Oh, it's probably like just a couple seconds. I'm like at the bit where he's waking up.
Oh, bats are nocturnal.
Birds are nocturnal.
I'm at the part where the black guy is talking to everybody in the office.
Commissioner Loeb. Yeah, I think it's just because
It's my second favorite.
There's a bruise on Bruce's arm.
I think it's just
Could be the one that
Top Gun Maverick. I can't recommend it enough. Support that movie, people. Go and see it. We need
Dude,
more of that.
everybody.
So what the MCU is spitting out. Because it's bloody spitting
What
out
minute-
some shit right now.
What minute mark are you guys on?
I'm at the part where you gotta do push-ups.
Yeah, he's just drinking the green. Screw that. I drink protein shakes and stuff. I'm not drinking that. Hell no.
Christian Bale is yoked in this.
I always dive down to do those push-ups. I always do these. It's all about trusting your body, whether it can do it or
Ew.
Got the back muscles and everything, man.
Christian Bale, aka Liu Kang. No, Quan Chi. Never mind. He's the new Quan Chi. Quan Chi, the God Eater, Killer, or whatever. And Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, yeah. Christian was huge in this movie. Hey, Chris, you were huge in this movie, sir. You were ripped. Chris.
That man changes his body form like all the time, bro.
Chris.
Apex. I was basically saying that Christian was ripped in this movie. I was like, that's you. You're ripped in the movie.
Yeah, you're ripped. You're ripped.
Was this about the film, actually?
No.
No, I cannot hear you guys because you're really talking at the same time.
All right. So basically, I was saying that. Right. So let's wind it back. So RJ was saying that Christian was strong in this movie, and I was saying, yeah, he's hench, and we basically made like saying that was you, like you're. Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Bob the Builder.
Look at this woman.
Hello.
Oh yeah, the Halloween Ends trailer is coming very soon, like 2 weeks.
Jesus, these glasses are making me uncomfortable sometimes. It affects my sight a lot when I play PS4 as well.
I'm buying this hotel.
Jesus.
This is me in 30 years when I just buy out everyone who has a stupid take. I just buy out. In your opinion, who was a better Rachel? Katie Holmes, but Rachel did. Not Rachel. Maggie did a good job. She did a good job. It's just I think Katie was better.
Yeah. I think they should have kept Katie around.
They should have waited till Katie was available for filming. You know, just saying. She's only in like a quarter of Dark Knight, and then she's killed off. Like, so come on. And Katie Holmes, come on.
Yeah.
And then
She's beautiful, man.
random comments too. I am more. I'm Batman. This is that like when he's on the phone in Spider-Man 2 and he's like, I want to tell you.
This is when he wanted the models to shut up.
He was like, shush, you may be hot, but this is OG right here.
I think what's heartbreaking is that in the second one is that Alfred takes away the note that she left for him before she died because
yes,
he doesn't want to be affected by that.
Is when he says like she was gonna wait for me, and Alfred's like, "Oh shit, can't tell."
Yeah,
him
I gotta break it to him slowly that yeah, she'd moved on, dude.
Here we go, Crane's turn.
She'd moved on. Blah blah blah. Never seen like this in college. It's very intense. Watching Doctor Who and Amy. Oh, okay, fair. That's a good one. I like that episode. That's the one I'm thinking
A
of.
couple of days. What do you want?
Oh, shit.
About what? Hey.
I think it's one of the best interrogation scenes.
This is fun. It's scary though.
The way his face never just motioned, you would clearly see there's a psychopathic side inside of him.
Yeah.
Not that expressive, which is terrifying. He just remains stuck there. They just want that simple expression that he just made. Wow. Would you like to see my mask?
So when did the nut take over the nut house, huh?
The nut house, huh?
Got like to. The one is not gonna. This dream.
This is the thing with Scarecrow. Anyone who's watching him will just see a regular guy, but anyone who's infected with the toxin is going to go nuts. It's crazy. I hope Matt Reeves does something with that.
In the Matt Reeves universe.
Sirius Black.
Yeah, I think they need to bring him back as Scarecrow, like reprise his role.
Hey, if Willem Dafoe can do it, why not?
Their storm's coming.
He's the only villain. So the Scarecrow was the only villain that reprised his role 3 times in the trilogy.
We're splitting the shipment in 2. Yeah. They'll talk to me.
I love it. It's just he disappears out of nowhere.
Yeah, like a ninja. He's been taught well.
Theatricality and deception.
Just like that.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna get the scene. We're gonna get the scene.
You know what?
We're gonna get the scene. The one scene.
Where are you?
3, 2, 1.
Right, and then whole thing really close. Where are the other drugs going?
Where's going?
Swear to me. No.
Swear to me.
Oh my God! Don't
Do I look like a cop? I just love his last delivery. Do I even look like a cop? That's definition of fear of heights.
And that's where the smokers started to come in.
See, this is that part of the movie where you say to this geezer, "Don't ask questions, because you're gonna get shot in the back."
Yeah, bro. I'll just walk away.
Yeah. If I'm in an area like that and someone tells me we don't even know what's in there in that kind of voice, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge.
All right. I'm like, all right.
And Jacob, do you believe that this area could have been a perfect place to be named as Gotham? Because I mean, it's this very suitable place to be look like. I mean, the atmosphere feels like it, you know. But instead of making too much art of the city.
It's just Pittsburgh.
Well, to be fair though, this was the most Gotham looking esque out of all, the whole trilogy. To be fair,
Yes.
What, Pittsburgh?
And then TCK will be happy. Shout out to you if you're watching.
Remember, guys, say TCK loves the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's the biggest fan.
Don't even. I'm setting it up.
He likes his favorite song is Black and Yellow from West Khalifa.
You know what it is? Where are the other drugs going?
Where are the drugs going?
Could you imagine him dropping a mixtape?
You're just sitting in right behind it the entire time, playing into the shadows, waiting to strike.
Could you imagine Batman dropping like a mixtape where he's just like, "I'll take you to the candy shop." Let you lick my lollipop.
Oh,
Oh God!
Wanna
Listen,
see
the
my
mirror
little
smash-
bat?
Oh man, the mirror smash still gets me.
Play with the batarang.
There were some.
Bad
There were
timing.
some.
Bad timing.
There were some people that were saying that kid. At one point, they were saying that kid was Robin.
they say that about every kid that shows up in a Batman movie.
Yeah,
Man,
They're
that's
setting it up.
It's still.
I love this bit. Now you see, this is how you do cheesy lines. You need to lighten up, and he burns him. That's not cheesy. That's
dude.
done well. That's done well.
I was crying at theater
Oh
when I
my
saw this.
Jesus, man, that stunt is really crazy.
Wait, what's that?
So this is the first movie I saw in theaters, and I was
Yeah.
crying when I saw this. Like when he, because it was like so scary, and he was like, I thought he was. I don't know what the fuck. was going on.
I saw this with the mum and the granddad on DVD when I got it, like that same disc. And the granddad turns to me and says, "Oh, Batman's not doing so well, is he?" And I was just like, "Batman, what the?"
I mean, he made a massive mistake in not taking care of Scarecrow first.
Oh,
By man, look,
fire.
I mean, the fire stunts are really dangerous. But if you guys don't know Kane Hodder, who actually played Jason, this guy, there's a stunt gone wrong for almost like for a couple of seconds, and he suffered very bad degree burns. And he's still alive to this thing. You know?
Soundtrack is toasty, man.
Oh, it's so sad when he calls Alfred. He calls Alfred.
And then Bruce, he's got to take poor Bruce in there, and he's like, Master Wayne, if I have to endure this, if this is a long-term thing,
And this sets up the scene after where he's arguing with Alfred, and Alfred wants him to stop because of this scene right here.
Yeah, you only see it once, but that's all you need.
Because the thing is, it's like this is sort of like how Andy Serkis and Patterson's Batman. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
A little bit. Just not as
He's so lucky he didn't get burned because of that suit.
It was a little bit more dramatic with those two.
Yeah. Now that Andy Serkis Alfred's like, no, you sit your boy, you better stop this shit.
Now Andy Serkis has that Air Force energy. He'll kick your ass.
Yeah.
He'll throw down.
Yeah. I think the next trilogy. I mean, the next movie, they probably need to work on their relationship a little bit more. Like,
yeah, I think they will.
I think now that they've set the world up, you can do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is why first acts are so important. Fuck.
Oh, it's dead. Yeah, pleasure.
This is why first acts are so important because now you can play in the sandbox.
You set the precedents.
Disney. God's sake, you're bloody giving Shang-Chi a movie and not giving him a strong first act, and then bloody, not giving us a reason to root for him. That's a separate stream, man. It's a separate stream. I'm gonna go off. The score that kicks in a second when he runs down, and it goes down the pass.
Yeah.
Not going. What's your one time right now, Jacob? Where are you at now?
Some of the where he's talking to Rachel, but essentially,
yeah, me too.
Like the bit after this when he goes down into the lair, like so he's like, Master Wayne, the guests will be arriving, and he just honestly, when I saw that, I wanted to go outside and like start fighting like a bear,
He knows that Rachel's going to be in very serious danger, so that's why he's taking action.
Oh, that's a good episode, Abbas. That's a good one.
Friend zone.
Finders keepers.
I don't know, I think he friend zone now.
The only woman to friend zone.
Here we go. Guess will be arriving. Keep them happy until I arrive. Tell them that joke you know.
Could you imagine if he while he's running to the piano he forgets the combination? He's like,
how do you remember?
Alfred, come up here. I can see all right everything down here. Thank you very much. Bare feet down stone and concrete.
I just can't stand it. The weight was shot, for Christ's sake.
It was good. It was very good.
This is an epic review of the suit. Epic review.
Right.
Finders keepers.
Why is it every evil guy that happens to be is called Phil?
Except Phil Coulson.
That is true.
His name was Phil.
His name was Phil. And they never did anything else with that. Great job, Mom. Great job. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., eh?
Top Phillips and Matt Reeves, though.
I want all the information.
His name was Phil. Might as well bring back Phil anyway. I mean,
you're right, Mark.
Why not?
Why not? Oh, there we go. The blue tint again. The blue tint. Yeah, now he's made him mad. Scarecrow, you mad guy.
Yeah, that hallucinogen really made him really trapped in his own mindset.
I love the fact that Morgan Freeman, every time somebody try to bully him, he just switches it up on them.
Mm-hmm. He's always got a plan. He's always in motion.
I would love to have seen the original Alfred with Christian Bale, with all the technology.
You gonna fire me? You gonna fire me?
See, this is the cunning nature. See, this was great casting. Killian killed this.
So I'm at the part where they're in the jail.
Yeah, I'm at the bit where they're about to go to the lift or elevator.
Rachel, you're asking too many questions.
Don't ask questions. How many times? Don't ask questions. See, one thing you learn in places that you grow up in, if you grow up in certain areas, don't ask questions. Shut up.
Stop asking too many fucking questions.
The delivery was perfect, sir. Oh crap, I accidentally sped it up. Sugar. There you go, I'm at the bit where he's telling her to clear her head.
Can't go nowhere, Rachel. Can't go nowhere.
Scarecrow, scarecrow, scarecrow. See, that's what I mean. Like, to someone who's not intoxicated, he looks just like a regular dude.
First of all, why would you go by yourself with a dude that's creepy?
Especially someone that just looks like this, because he looks creepy as shit.
The mental patients.
Call the police.
The
You want the
absolute
cops
mental
here?
patient.
At this point, they won't come stop us.
Oh yeah.
That's Italian.
Oh, they actually took this out of the Nolan actually took this storyline from one of those Batman animated series episodes
Yeah.
where he poured the toxin inside the water.
Also, to any of the Cobra Kai contingent in the chat, my video on Chosen and Silver is finished.
I know. Will we?
Chosen versus Silver. That will be uploaded tonight.
Got maggots.
Oh, yes, sir. That bit.
He's here.
Just the way the guy's mouth opened, he knows he was He was feared.
The Batman.
Go.
Bad. Everything.
Let me have your mask. No, you won't. Not this time. Taste of your medicine, doctor. What have you doing here?
Shoots the dude right in the foot. Ouch. Now that was horror inspired, taking him right out of the scene.
My God. For a second, I didn't know that when I was a kid. That I was like, oh my God, what the hell is happening to you? But now I just understood it was the nature stuff. Oh man, this guy looks terrifying.
I do like the fact that like he started lifting people up in the air and it looked like he was flying. I do like that.
Yeah. And then he flies out of the scene and all that. I like his costume design in this one as well.
Yeah, I actually like this costume version of in the Dark Knight series more than his other two.
Yeah, his one in Dark Knight is cool, but it's got like a blue tint, or is it just me?
Yeah,
like it's black blue, and then in Dark Knight
in the Dark Knight, his suit was less bulky.
Yeah.
Dude, that was crazy when he actually looked like an actual bat.
Yeah.
Now, there's an actor here that's been in like every movie ever. He's the police guy. He's been in every movie I've ever seen as background characters.
Hmm.
Not
Where
the
you
one,
at, Jacob, now?
the one next to the curly hair dude.
Number one thing when it comes to invading a building, never go alone. And there he goes.
Oatmeal. Oh, my video's finished. Okay, put that there. All right, I just need to try and upload this.
Yeah, that was cool, Jacob.
What's that?
I was talking to the Jacob in the chat.
Oh,
That the scarecrow, the scarecrow was in every movie in the trilogy.
yeah. I like that. I mean, they said that they were going to give Joker the scene of like the judgments of people, but none of them would have still included him in Dark Knight Rises in some way.
Yeah.
Scarecrow's like the mainstay for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like how he evolves to a point where he is literally such a key
What
component.
the? Meow, meow, meow.
The hell?
Wait, what?
What the fudge? Right, plugged in my Ethernet cable. That should work now. Right.
What is your current run time, Jacob?
Oh, I'm out.
I missed it. You lagged out.
I'm at the bit where he's talking to Gordon and he says, "Back up." That bit.
Mm.
Uploading my video. There, this is how I do things, people. While streaming, I upload.
I do as I must, Obi-Wan.
Shall do what I must, Obi-Wan. Do not defy the kings, Jacob. Not again. Shall do what I must. I shall do what I must, fellow chosen Ophelia. Soundtrack slaps. Oh,
I kind of wish that he would have like did the bat thing every single trilogy. Like that's sort of like his Batman superpower.
yeah. Because it's a cool power to have, calling an army of bats. Hell yeah.
Mm. Sucks that he's not. He doesn't have.
He's Bane in Dark Knight Rises, and Bane's like, "Ra's al Ghul's destiny," and he just throws the thing, and a load of bats just swarm around him.
Mm.
I was raised in the dark.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Molded by it.
I didn't
I
see
didn't
it by the time I was a young man, and like nothing but blinding. I love how he says to the prisoners, "Excuse me."
I brought mine. Yours?
Brought mine. See? He's not using a smoker voice. He actually sounds better. Like when he's using
one of those.
If I'm being it,
All right, so black.
because Christian Bale's like voice is
Tank?
really a deep voice. They should have just used his voice anyway. Like instead of the, they could have just used Christian Bale's normal voice.
Yeah, they should have just used his normal voice.
It's
Yeah.
like the Superman thing. Even though Clark Kent's disguise makes no flipping sense, like I'll give it a pass. You know, it's like you can let it go.
Very slowly.
But I don't know, and they should have just kept it as that.
I gotta give me one of those.
And the video I'm uploading that will be going live tonight is in regards to Chosen and Terry Silver.
I mean, Bruce is trying his hardest and trying to find an opening to get the character cured. But there's a split moment. His eyes were wide. He's concerned.
Man, I'm so annoyed that I never saw this in cinemas when it came out. I love chase scenes in the cinema.
Hey, let me take a parking if you don't mind.
Take a nice little parking space. Who is this guy? Not on a roof. He's flying on rooftops.
He kind of reminds me of this scene. Kind of reminds me off of Mask of the Phantasm, where they think they got him cornered.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that they actually. The works behind this is what blows me away.
Oh, I love that bit. Oh. So
It feels like a growl, man. It feels like a growl of a vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Now you can use this tank in the Arkham games, but it doesn't shoot. Very annoying.
Yeah, they could have used that. Oh, the hallucinations are going. Tell me what it looks like.
He's riding on the rooftop.
I love this trilogy, man. Like what it lacks in comic accuracy in that aspect, it makes up for. It's just such a great movie.
It is something. The only thing that is very extremely unique. It's very unique how the way they shoot this. You know, Christopher Nolan is actually one of the top best.
Yeah.
One of the top best.
You can't get any better. Christopher Nolan's one of the greatest.
She is tripping.
Yeah, she's out of sorts, dude. Out of sorts and out of mind.
Never mind.
Just like that, they lost visual. Stay in the dark. At just a second, he saw the shadow. Chills. Just a shadow of the vehicle passing by. Woo! Wow.
And they can't drive for shit, so it's even better.
Now that's where they lose him.
It's a great visual effect, that.
I love the fact she's losing her consciousness, man. She's losing.
Rachel!
Oh yeah. Oh, you're back. Oh.
Oh.
You're back on Rachel.
Rachel!
Stay with me.
Master Wayne just arrived from Fox. No paying attention to the sticky note. No. Okay, fine. Inconsiderate, spoiled kid. Friends
Rachel was so damn lucky. She was so damn lucky.
So I wonder how much damage did. I wonder how much damage did Batman did in Gotham City while he was driving.
A fair amount.
You know, Bruce Wayne probably said like, "I own most of it, so it's pretty. It'd be alright."
Yeah. How do you feel? The lighting in the scenes with him, though, is a strong point.
Yeah. Still not have luxury of friends.
Green jumpsuit would have been a great.
I love that he was going to put a sedative. He doesn't want her to know where he doesn't want to know the location to find the cave. You know.
I was wondering what for breakfast. Your spirit? Oh, your body. Oh yeah. Just like Miguel.
Just like
To make oatmeal. Oh, sorry.
to make oatmeal.
Well, she asked.
Yes.
What do you call that? He's like, damn good. I'm sorry. My favorite scene in this entire fucking movie is about to come up. Ah! You know, when he's like, I want to thank you all for coming here tonight and drinking all my booze.
My booze.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
You're never short of a few freeloaders like yourselves. You mentioned this, so here's
Get out now.
And I want you to look at this one guy. Like, look at the. I'll say it in the thing. Look at the one guy when he says it. Is his face expression that cracks me up.
When he says booze.
It's just one of the people in the in the room.
Man, Alfred is pissed. He's like, "Where were you?" Yeah, me.
Delivery. He's like, I don't care about my name.
Okay, this is where Alfred was wrong. Rachel was gonna die. Like, come on.
Yeah, and
This
also
was one of the few traits that predicts what's going to happen later in The Dark Knight Rises. Well, Alfred is really afraid of losing the one thing that he loved most, you know?
like, you sycophantic suck-ups. Like, when he says that line, like, look at the crowd, and he says that, like, the face expressions fucking kill me. I want to do a reenactment of that scene in my shop. Just like, I want to
Like to see that.
There's a thing about filling up these shelves that you never should have. Freeloaders like yourselves.
Get out now.
Get out.
The Avalanche is fall too.
I don't care about my name, Alfred.
So I assume we're all at the bit that Alfred's just put her in the car, right?
No.
Nah.
You a bit back?
Yeah.
Like, it's at his house. He's at his birthday party.
Okay, then.
The Arkham Asylum in a good view.
They're all like, "What are you doing, Alfred?"
They're like, yeah. Had a night of oatmeal, sir.
He's being haunted by his own dream.
That's Bruce Wayne's guest. Yeah, this is weird.
Why?
I love Morgan Freeman. It just seems like that cool you'd have at your barbecues.
It's so weird, bro. You can't like Alfred putting the old girl in the car.
Check the
Now putting the puzzles together.
I'm at the part where he's talking to Scarecrow.
Where are you at, Jacob?
I'm at the bit where he's talking to Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
Check the.
Ah! 142.
That's how you know he did it right.
But is Ra's al Ghul immortal?
Just like what Peyton did with you.
He put it on ya.
Cue the smug emoji. In a Lego Star Wars stream as well.
Oh.
I love this scene so much where he's talking, where like Ra's al Ghul is talking to him.
Supernatural.
I love it when all of them leave and like they're talking and they're burning the house down. I freaking love
Surely
it.
a man who spends his nights scrambling over the rooftops of Gotham wouldn't begrudge me dual identity. Well, I can relate.
Zhao Gu.
Welcome to
At this point, I would have said, sorry, yeah, you ungrateful douchebag. I saved your ass. You dick. You know, couldn't get the cooch anymore, so he's really getting a bit upset. That's what it is.
Oh, Step! It's Qui-Gon's Force Ghost.
Oh, here we go. Now you see that.
All right, hold on. Everybody.
just look at the black dude. I'll say I can't be honest. Look at the black dude when the camera pans across the crowd. Look at that guy. It's fucking golden. His face expression. I'm not finished. Look at her face too. Wait, where is it?
Oh.
Not yet. You sycophantic. That.
How you showing it?
It's
Oh, there he is, Darth Vader.
the apple has fallen very far from the tree, Mr. Wayne. Sorry, that line is perfect. King, your variant's back.
You guys should recognize one of these guys.
There he is.
One of these guys played Darth Vader in Rogue One.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, wait for a second. That guy with the black suit, and then he sits up. That's Darth Vader from Rogue One.
Oh,
King
that's
variant.
He's right behind them right now. The guy walking, that's him.
King said, "No, I'm staying in Wayne Manor."
It's not a joke. Please leave. The party's over. Get out. I used to rewind that so much with my little DVD remote. I found it flipping.
That part right there kind of remind me of Bully Maguire just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. This security guard here gets knocked the he doesn't just get punched. He gets his face buddy sent sideways. Just
He thought they were gonna have like a damn woo now. Knocked his ass out.
sorry, Liam Neeson's delivery of monologues is just it's
Impeccable.
It's just the way
return
he voices.
to the balance.
It's not just the voice, but it's the way he delivers his dialogue. It's just very. I mean, it's just something, man.
Every time I see William Neeson, I just always think of Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan like talking with each other like every single time.
I fix my thing. Why is my microphone's not plugged in? Oh, all right, screw it. I'll stick. Wait, can you guys hear me fine?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave it as it is. Then.
This is one of my favorite scenes of the film when he's just talking to him about the house.
Well, the house is burning. Yeah. Like
It's the way his eyebrows are that upwards. He shows it that he feels betrayed a lot, man.
Between you and the people of Gotham. Yeah, this is me to anyone that attacks my squad here. I will stand between you and these guys.
Yeah.
He's been.
I'm telling you, man. Wakanda forever needs William Neeson. I'm gonna keep on promoting this movie.
Yeah, I would like to also put a disclaimer. Our opinions and views that are expressed are entirely our own. Not endorsing this. Anyone I know that's watching, don't go out on road and beat me up.
Economics. My mother studies economics. She's an economics teacher.
Oh, okay.
Gunned down by the people. I love that delivery.
I love this scene.
We are back to finish the job.
We are back to finish the job.
No misguided idealists will get in the way. Like your father.
Like your father, lack the courage to do all what is necessary. If someone stands in the way of true justice.
I used to crack up so much of that line. You said behind them and stab them in the heart. It's so detailed. It's like he just smacks the glass in it.
I'm gonna stop you. You never learn to mind your surroundings.
This is where Bruce
His face.
Justice and balance. You burned my house and left me for dead. Give us evil.
Dun, 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 dun.
Surroundings.
Prison escape.
Left me for dead. Now we're even.
That guy was handed by the gun. That's him. Spencer Wilding is his name.
Oh yeah.
Spencer Wilding. Yeah, he deserves more praise for portraying Vader in Rogue One.
Now I kind of know why they probably picked William Neeson as Ra's al Ghul because he kind of reminds me of the voice actor
Yeah,
from the anime series.
it's
Yeah.
the dialogue. That's why
The
he's so
voice.
good at it.
Yeah, there is a reason for this change.
Mm.
The voice is very strong. Oh man.
If you guys didn't know, Spencer Wilding, the himself, this guy was a former kickboxer.
I can believe it. Most stuntmen have done quite a lot.
And Alfred saving the day. The
Amazing.
butler.
So basically, what I noticed with most of Nolan's films, he likes likes all the prisoners coming out of the jail.
Yeah, I mean,
Alfred.
Alfred's like, we're fighting for this, Master Wayne.
What is the point of all those push-ups if you cannot even lift a bloody log?
Well, he's got a point.
This is true.
Like the house is burning. He's like, what is the point of all those push-ups?
The bloody log. Bruce is like, all right then, chill out.
All right,
Bloody log.
oh, chill out.
Then I'm like, what you just said?
Oh, I can't chill out. The house is on fire, Master Wayne.
Man. The way the soundtracks depicts and the way it was shot, which clearly sad, it shows
Let's
the
go.
sadness, losing his home. Man.
Could you imagine if? So this
I hope
is
you're not a member of the fire brigade.
Until this scene finishes, because I love this scene. What have we for, sir?
Playing of all those push-ups. Yeah, I'm leaving lifting. It's like, you know, when he said that, he was like, man, Alfred, shut the fuck up.
Gave him that treatment. Never.
What?
Well, I was. Well, wait. There's a bit.
Getting out on me.
It's burning down.
I mean, could you imagine if the plot twist was that when Alfred burns the letter, it's not because she's fallen in love with Harvey Dent. It's because there was a night that she couldn't admit to between her and Alfred.
Oh Lord.
Then they were like, "You betray me."
It's like, Jacob, you're starting to sound like one of those fan fiction people on Reddit.
Oh God. Jesus Christ.
Alfred. Rachel Alf.
RJ, you've lost yourself.
Hello.
I see harassment.
Jacob, are you seeing the train passing by now?
I'm just about getting there.
It's like, I'm a district attorney.
Yeah, she's like, "Let me through."
So much anarchy.
Oh yeah, and the thing is, this is probably a real depiction of what would happen if this went off.
Probably so. No, most likely.
I don't trust humans to look out for each other.
And the word is
If you said there was gonna be, you have 24 hours a day without any rules, like the system.
Oh,
yeah.
Time to spread the word, and the word is panic.
now these ninjas when they're wearing those masks. I love that.
It's a great design.
Yep.
Jerk.
Twat.
I can't find my mom. Shut up. Duh.
Gordon is lucky that he was given that the anti serum.
Oh my god. It's the annual purge.
That's terrifying.
Water main is way under the narrow.
Here we go. Love it how he flew out with the Batmobile.
Everybody. So this is what it's like taking those hardcore drugs.
Don't do drugs. Jesus, he's biting that dude. What the SWAT team? Can you imagine the recruiting process after this? They're like, yeah, we've got vacancies for every precinct in Gotham.
Of course they are. No, Scarecrow. There's nobody. Ha!
I ain't gonna lie with the
Not really.
his intro music is pretty good.
Oh, it's
This is just a
badass.
Go down there. We need reinforcements.
Now.
Haven't got them in this poison. What do you need? Can you
my
drive a
God.
stick? You are. There is nothing to fear.
Harry's
Fear itself. I'm here to help. Thanks for your appearance. We're not gonna miss you.
See, this is where his voice started to change a lot.
Harry's dead.
Harry's dead. Oh yeah, this
You're
is
a
young.
fraud, Batman.
You're a fraud, Batman. Roar. Oh, that's young Joffrey. That is young.
Because like in the beginning of the scenes, like his voice was pretty normal, but like when he gets on the island, that's when it changed. So hey, we just noticed something when he hit the scarecrow gas. That's when the voice changed.
That's the next handle. This guy was done.
Essentially, the problem is because the oatmeal in Gotham is too strong. It's airborne, so it's infected his lungs. That's the cat. That's my head canon for his voice so croaky. He can and he can only speak a few hours a day normally. So when he's like as Batman, he's like, where it's like he's got sandpaper on the inside of his throat.
Now that I love his response. It's not who I am underneath.
Harry's dead.
Rachel was ready to pop him.
And Rachel was about to take some of them down with her. I'm just throwing it out there.
Ah, man. So loving seeing him fly like this. Oh, wow. Seeing their heads. They're seeing an actual bat. Love that visual.
Yeah, that's a great visual.
Now, look at those ninjas, man. Well, you took my advice about the entire street literally. Or you used to be. My finding, however, lies with the rest of Gotham.
What I do is defines me.
I can beat
My
you
advice
every
about the
time.
Africanity a bit.
As you wish. Guess you asked too much.
Crazy ass Gotham people.
That's crazy. He actually looks like a literal.
And you know what's crazy is those random people are better Gotham Knights than the whole show centered around the Gotham Knights.
This is true.
And you can watch it every week on CW.
Ouch.
I just want to know what's up with CW shows that kill off Batman.
It's like a fetish or something. It's like, oh, Bruce is killed off. It's like, well,
Ow! That hurts, man.
man, he smacked that dude right in the jaw. And make no mistake, like he's beating the crap out of them. Like if they have a long shot of him, he's pummeling the shite out of them.
Oh man, that must be very frightening for a horde of people trying to rip you apart. Sayonara.
Ah. Ah.
Ouch! Jesus, man. It's becoming the wrecking ball of the city now.
It's funny when Commissioner Gordon is like driving the Batmobile though.
That is.
You will never learn.
Damn monkey.
Wow.
Sorry.
Where the hell did that thing go?
You have anything new? How about this?
How about this?
There's a flipping damn moth in this room.
I just love the delivery. How about this?
Ah, fucking, there's a moth in this room, and I'm gonna kill the bloody damn thing. The only you see the thing is, Darth Maul and Batman have bragging rights because Darth Maul's the only person to ever kill Liam Neeson, and Batman's the only person to ever beat Liam Neeson. So, just
Yeah.
Other than that,
Shooting this fight into the train is not that easy, but they at least they tried. It's a very close space.
Harry's dad.
Ross is dead.
Come here, detective.
Nice ride.
Mind your surroundings.
Miss the target, Mr. Gordon.
Chris, you're killing me, bro. It's just so Gordon's
It's just an ordinary man. They can't.
in the Batmobile.
You couldn't fight injustice. That's why you can't stop this train.
Oh snap!
This is killing me, dude.
Dang! When Neeson said like, "Step your game up." Oh man, ground and pound. He put the knee in his chest.
Not the only thing you put in his chest. You never learn to mind your surroundings. I won't kill you.
I don't have to say.
Fuck, the dialogue is so good, man. Whoever hates this dialogue, buddy, this is good dialogue.
Yeah, it's not. Let's get nuts. You want to get nuts, huh?
Yeah, and it's not Disney-fied.
And the thing is, Batman did not kill.
No.
Ra's al Ghul chose his own path. He brought this upon
yeah.
himself. He made him decide.
I just had a thought.
How many times do I need to clear these glasses?
I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to save you.
It's like instead of Rash or Raish or Raz, it's like Raj this. It's
Rage Al Ghul or Raj Al Ghul.
Rage.
And the shot of Batman colliding, baby. Oh,
Oh,
Harry's dead.
Harry's dead.
What meeting? You've got a vote of no confidence. Now get the hell out of here.
Yes.
Didn't you get the memo?
Oh God.
Batman had made it a front page,
You know,
but this one.
This is when Morgan Freeman should have broke the fourth wall and said, "Listen, motherfucker, I am Morgan Freeman.
I am Morgan.
Get out of my office,
I'm Morgan Freeman.
Get out of my building.
drunken billionaire." I love that. Bruce Wayne. See, this is why Bruce Wayne's the best. He can just flex.
How about most of the shares?
Didn't you
Trust
get the
and
memo?
so forth. Look at the bit technique.
You did.
Mr. Fox,
But I got another job.
Tell me, you can get the memo.
didn't you get the memo?
Perfect delivery on that line.
Returning the favor.
Nah, see, Rachel didn't dirty here. She was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna be your side chick. Yeah, that ain't happening. No, sorry, no, I worded that wrong. Rachel, no, he did Rachel. They both did each other. They both did each other dirty. Fuck it, I fucked up. Forget what I just said. It was stupid.
You
Moment.
just made oatmeal right then and there.
Damn. It would be uncomfortable as hell, but Jesus.
Oh well.
That old man is saying like, wait, but I was in charge.
You're ready to go for base.
Like, we ain't got time to go to a penthouse. We got to do this now.
Yeah. Jesus.
At least the oats.
You sure this isn't poison ivy in the making? Because of ivy on the wall there.
Oh well.
That happened in Batman and Robin, and we just don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
See,
We don't talk, Danny. We don't talk about that.
release the oats.
But then again, back in the day, Uma Thurman was fine though.
There's certain things about the Batman franchise that we don't talk about.
Shut up, Robin. The car. Chicks dig the car.
Oh, chicks don't dig you. Shut up.
Shut up, Robin.
Shut up, Robin.
Robin wanted to have some of the poison oats.
a few ivy leaves as well.
Poison apple and cinnamon.
Maybe you can find another use for the stingy nettles.
Dude, her intro when she first came into the club was like, yo, why does this sound like corn music when it first came on?
Hold on. I got a question. This man was holding her hand like it was like that's his woman, but then in the second one, we got Harvey Dent.
There's storytelling. The light's shining on him, but then the rubble's shining towards her. Like
That's storytelling.
Oh,
Yeah, foreshadow.
See, I'm good. And the stethoscope again, man. Ugh!
Oh, why?
I fucking love that stuff. You don't get that in movies anymore.
No, you don't.
Like Top.
Christ, they even done one thing
Thank
simple.
God for. Sorry, Chris. Thank God for Top Gun Maverick, because for Christ, spoilers. There's the one scene when he looks in the bar and he sees like Rooster singing the song on the piano and reminds him of Goose. That shit. Where is that stuff in modern movies at the moment?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. Nowhere. All of it is like, hey, we've got this character. Yay! It's like, get the
Cameos.
cameos. Fucking TCK cameos on here, but he's more than just a cameo.
It sets it up.
Wow.
Set it up.
Love that transition. Turns complete to darkness.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
love,
if you really
I love
think
this
about
thing.
Nice.
If Christopher Nolan really wanted to, you could get about 10 movies out of this universe, but he wanted a beginning, middle, and an end.
And
I
that
love it.
is very respectable. I
No,
love it.
he knew when to end it. Not, I need 8 seasons of everything. And 20 films and 50 million of this and 5 of that and 6 of those. Quality, not quantity. I'm sorry, as much as I love Robert Pattinson's Batman, and that is the definitive Batman, like this
Oh yeah, I'm the same way.
Oh, this was the original end credit scene right here. And it sets it up, and this movie
Sets it up.
thing.
Oh yeah, when he pulls out the Joker card, that's when
Yeah.
I knew. Ooh.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, ending, man.
Heath Ledger, baby. Heath Ledger.
Never said thank you.
I never said thank you.
Sorry, that ending is so fucking golden, man.
You'll
I'm
never-
sorry, Christopher Nolan's title card at the end. You know how like he has this thing where he'll play the title card at the end of the movie, right? That's his mic drop.
I love that.
Love that smile.
Shout out to David S. Goyer as well, because
Yeah.
again, I don't want to keep going on about actors, but they're the most important ones, you know? Writers never do anything. Just ask the guy who's writing Kenobi. Still salty about that.
Dude, they don't make them like that anymore, do they?
No, and anytime they do, it's like the rare exception. It's like, no, it doesn't have to be this way. Quality, not quantity. Oh God, I will take the Batman Begins over 70% of the MCU.
Listen, I love the MCU, but this right here.
Oh, they've never reached this.
The Dark Knight, Batman Begins. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. I think I found a fun fact about this, about the end credit scenes.
Oh, this should be good.
1 second, when he reaches the soundtracks, I'm going to tell you what it's
It's
about.
kind of like that moment in Civil War where Vision's like, I have an equation.
Oh yeah.
I like when he plays a title card at the end. Like he's like, no, not the intro.
Yeah. He's like, I'll play it at the end.
I've always liked that. I like when you just go right into it.
I do like how his end credits are simple. They're not anything fancy. They're just simple.
Yeah.
Like that's all I needed for the end credit scene. When I saw the Joker card, I was like, oh, okay. Okay.
I'm still watching the end credits now because I love the music.
The Joker and the Batman, they start out very similar. Title card, boom, movie. Nolan's title card.
I also want to put this out there again. Again, like as Ricky Gervais said, I don't want to keep going on about actors, but they're the most important ones. But you see, this title credit list here, this is everyone that worked on the film. So
These are people that don't get enough credit.
these are the people that don't get any flipping credit.
I
The
stay
reason why-
for the credits in the movie theaters. Like
The reason why movies and shows slap, yes, actors give great performances, but it's as even Mr. Martin Cove said it about Cobra Kai when I spoke to the dude. He said, "Oh, back at you, Leon. If you're still there, back at you." It's all in the writing.
yeah, it doesn't work without the writers, man.
Yeah.
Really, I need to do a Chosen live on that because so many people, it's all about who's in it. It's like, well, no,
No.
the writing sucks. The writing sucks. Fuck.
Huh. I wonder where they heard that from. I ain't gonna say anything.
You're right, mate. You're right, mate. In Star Wars, what the hell are you doing? Oh God, Jesus.
How you?
Who
Once
ripped-
again,
who ripped-
I always have to. I'm not gonna knock Kevin Feige, but like, bruh, you need to stop hiring these college kids. You need to get like quality writers again.
Who
like we
ripped-
used
who
to.
ripped- Oh wait, hang on. Bloody Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau ripped Book of Boba Fett. Wow,
Ew.
Jesus, really? Filoni, Favreau. Oh, that's a bit of a stinker. Got to keep the same energy. That's a bit of a stinker.
Ugh.
That's a mark. But
They look-
yeah, Batman Begins. Next week is discussion, and then after that, we're doing The Dark Knight. I thought my jokes were bad. Yeah.
so serious.
So, now, what we can do is we can have a little discussion for some time if you guys want.
I was gonna say, like, let's just give him a cameo of a little bit of writing or whatever. Like, how you feel about the writers so far, and where it's going.
So currently, in the current climate, the way things are at the moment, because there's so much being thrown at us at the present time. It's like we're literally sitting there and they're guzzling it down our throats. Like, and I'm not talking like they're spoon feeding it. I'm talking they're getting like a barrel, and open wide, shoving it down. Shout out to Christian Bale's personal trainer, Rodney Johnson. There. But essentially, because there's quantity, not quality, they're hiring any writer to do any project.
That's the problem.
And that's the problem, is because there's so many shows and they've got so much of a quota to fulfill, they're just hiring any writer. And that's bad, because the writer is so key to the process. They need to know the lore of where they're at. They need to have an investment in the story, and they need to be versed in something. Now, if it's a new project, they don't need it as much because it's brand new, it's fresh. But if it's something established, let's just use the obvious example. Kenobi, for instance. If your writer has no knowledge of the pre-existing lore, that's already a red flag. That's like me going on vacation and hiring Where's Waldo to do Kings of Pop Culture. Like, what logic and sense does that make? Seriously, Disney, I'm asking you now, what logic does that make?
These last two episodes.
Shut up and consume. Shut up and consume, sir. You don't need to ask these questions. You need to shut up and consume everything.
No, the thing is, it's like we want to release 8 of this and 10 of that and 9 of this. We want to release She-Hulk, which is basically a porn movie. We want to release Moon Knight that doesn't have a finale. We want to release Doctor Strange 2 that's a bait and switch. It's like, can you stop? We want to release Kenobi that's not even about Kenobi. Can you stop doing this? Like, it's tiring. Like, no more. Like, it's really quite simple. Okay, I'm gonna lay the foundation. This is.
Yeah, I just found a fun fact about Batman Begins. And he says,
Hold on, Christian.
Hold on.
fair enough.
So, I'm gonna drop the mic and I'll let you read out that. Hollywood,
Sure.
it's really not that hard. Sometimes the simple way is the best way. You've got the easy path right here, and you go, hey, screw that. Let's go that way. Let's go that way instead. That'll be funny. It's like, you're an idiot.
No.
You're actually, like, how are you sitting there writing going, they won't expect this. It's like, that doesn't quantify whether it's good or not. Just because we don't expect it doesn't make it good.
Yeah.
I'd rather it be predictable and be good than unexpected and Last Jedi.
No Way Home was great though.
No Way Home was great. And I didn't even expect everything that panned out well. And a lot of it we predicted and it panned out well. So
sometimes the simple, it's like you said, Jacob, sometimes the simplest answer is just the answer. Just like keep it generic every once in a while, man.
you haven't got to go to like, okay, we're 5 movies in, okay, Batman, he's now gonna be wearing he's gonna have the cowl off forever now. That's it.
It's like,
changed.
oh hell no.
It's like, what the hell? What the fuck are you doing? You've just killed the character. Oh, but we're subverting expectations. It's like, no, you're fucking shit up is what you're doing. Like, here's the Jenga tower, okay? You've got your Jenga, or you got all the Jenga blocks in place. And instead of removing the blocks slowly, you've got, you know what? Screw that. Let's remove the bottom piece first. The bottom left, right? And then the Jenga tower falls over, and then you go, Simon, I don't know why it fell over me. Well, dumbasses.
It's
Christian, read
we're
out your
trying to subvert your expectations. See, the common people would think that we're gonna start in the middle or the top, but we're gonna be edgy and we're gonna pull from the bottom because we're edge.
They're gonna be edgy.
Edgy.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I gotta
Great, man. Oh, go on,
Oh,
Chris.
crap, my video didn't. Oh, fuck's sake. We'll deal with that later. So, Christian, your fun fact, sir.
Okay, I just found out that. One second, let me find the video first because it's a very short only. The Hans Zimmer named each song in the soundtrack after a different type of bat, and the first letter tracks for the ninth spell.
Yeah, King, you're doing it too.
This guy is absolutely brilliant. Hans Zimmer.
Oh, he's
Jesus.
a freaking man.
Oh,
And that's another thing. Composers are so important. I don't mean to rag on. I don't want to keep going on about Kenobi, but it's a good example to use. The score isn't slapping as much as it should for me. You know, it's not having that. I want to feel it, man. I want to feel the emotions in there. Like when Vader's showing up, I want to sit there and go.
I want to feel it.
I want to feel it, man. I want to feel the soul and the passion in it. You know, I want to.
So if you were Jacob, if you were in charge of the Disney company
I'll
of
make some changes. I'll say that.
or like for Star Wars or whatever, would you make it a requirement that people watch all the movies and like read a couple of the books?
So put it this way.
It depends on what we're doing.
It depends.
Okay,
on
I'll give you like an example.
The thing is, for Kenobi, they have Pablo Hidalgo in the credits as the lore advisor. So that
guy doesn't know anything.
That
and
already
he's
to me is like so. Pablo, and I don't want to put this too outwardly on, because again, I want to try and be as professional as possible. But Pablo, like, why? How do you guys let this shit fly? Like when you know it contradicts canon. Like how? Oh, and for any fans that jump on the go, oh no, it doesn't contradict canon. Oh no, yes it does. Yes it does.
oh yeah, it does.
I did a whole 2 hours explaining why it contradicts canon. Like it you know, the show itself is contradicting canon for even existing, but this was meant to be for the fans. So I was like, okay, screw canon. They're doing it for us. And where the hell is Hayden? So it wasn't really for us, was it?
Bullshit. Chris voice.
Even if he appears in these next 2 episodes all over the shop, it's still going to be like, man, you missed an opportunity badly. Like, there's so much more you could have done.
You could have had like Hayden inside Obi-Wan's PTSD saying like, you know,
I'm sorry. Carry on, King. I'm sorry.
what, PTSD?
Yeah. PTSD, yeah.
No, I was just saying like you can have him like literally messing with Obi-Wan, just like, you know, like he's there but he's not there or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you can do it in so many different ways instead of the way that they've chosen to do things. There's so many more emotionally compelling ways to do things than just that, if you know what I mean. There's other ways to do it that don't involve sidelining a character. You know, you can do it in much more better ways. But it's just, I don't know. And there's just so much, like, I can't wait for us to talk about this more in depth in the next week, because there's so much that needs to be said in terms of storytellers, whether it be a writer or a composer or a producer, and clarifying some things. You know, people that think certain roles mean certain other things, and, you know, etc. It's like, no, director means director, producer means producer. They're not.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the end of the day, the writer is like literally the most important thing.
The writer, exactly. Everyone's like, oh, actors, and I know that's ironic coming from me, but whenever I read a story, put it this way: any performance that's been shite was due to a bad story that I couldn't even make good.
Oh,
I did one that was absolutely god awful. I had to stand there on stage and go roar like that to a fat dude wearing a wig.
oh,
Ooh.
today, even
That sucks.
I love him, and he isn't fat. That was wrong wording. Poor wording by me. That wasn't the right wording. It was just the context of the day, you know. Big dude getting chased by a small skinny dude. Like it was weird. Really weird.
Well,
It's all down to the
always
writing.
get weird.
you know what, you know what,
What's the fuck Al Gore.
somebody at my job today, he's like a MCU casual, and even he said that Marvel is losing its umph,
Yeah,
and it's
Good
not
luck.
like they need to get back to the umph, and they have too much stuff going on. I was like, you said that? Oh boy.
yeah, because now it can't be avoided. Like it's literally a situation where it's just they're doing this to themselves. There's too much. Like
It's like you can roughly say about 60% of the Marvel MCU people are just like mad at the writing, bro. Like, you know,
yeah, and the problem that I have with it now is because now, Endgame made how much? All these people that talk shit about it are like
I can't even
Oh.
say 60, King.
MCU. Oh, okay, I'll come back. Miss
That's
Natalie.
why.
Money, money,
You see,
money.
because like
I'll say a good thing.
if I must put it this way, if the MCU keeps on having this big old ego that they cannot fail, then they're going to fail hard, like badly, like because
Yeah.
Jacob, I told you earlier, like they got like 10 new Star Wars projects that they're about to be pushing out, and they got like about 20 more Marvel projects that they're about to be pushing out or whatever. And you, as a fan or consumer or whatever, if you like really care about this stuff, you're telling Disney not to make any more stuff anymore. You're like, no, you stop right now. Like,
Stop what you're doing, and don't do too much of a good like. As much as it's going to be great to, well, in a way, see like the X-Men or the Fantastic Four, like yeah, that's going to be great, and seeing all these characters.
I'm nervous now. I'm more nervous than excited.
If it's at the expense of good stories, then I don't want it. Like I would perfectly be content if they never brought in an Endgame was the penultimate ending, because then you bookend it. Like the thing is, what people need to understand is, even though these are comic book movies, they're not comic books. They're movies. It's a completely different medium. Like it doesn't translate the same way. Like it's you know how we discussed about the Illuminati many times about. For me in particular, how I had my concerns, and it came true. The execution was about as well executed as I can't say it on it. But it's you know where I was going with it. Like it was terrible. It's just like why did you do that? Don't do that. It's like come on. You can write it better. You can have Wanda kill them in a blaze of glory. You don't have to make them
Don't
stupid
make them bitches.
or make me the smartest person in the unit. Oh, but it's a variant. He's on the Illuminati.
It doesn't matter. It's the multiverse.
Yeah.
Like that too.
It's like he's on the freaking Illuminati for Christ's sake. And he's saying, oh, one word from him and he'll kill you. It's like, you absolute dipstick.
And if they don't bring back John, oh boy.
So as I said, they shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
They screwed themselves if they don't bring him back.
So is it safe to say that right now that Tom Holland's pretty much safe in Sony right now?
Tom Holland, you know, I'll go so far as to say Tom Holland saved the Marvel.
Oh yeah, because the thing is, it may be Sony's movie, but they didn't make the movie. It's kind of weird. It's like,
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, you still got great.
Because my thing is this: if let's just say that he becomes 100% Disney, I don't think he's the same person or whatever.
It's double-edged because Sony are incompetent as hell and they have no idea what the hell they're doing over there. Honestly, it's like I think when they plan out a movie, it's like you're in arts and crafts and you've got the board there, like the whiteboard, not a storyboard, just a whiteboard, and you're getting kids in class to go up and doodle some random shtick. So it's like, Jimmy, come and draw something. Felicia, come and draw something. Timothy, come and draw something. Abasana, come here and draw something. You know, it's like, go up there and draw something. You know, go up there and draw something and go with it. And it's just like, well, why are you doing that?
I don't see your point, though. The thing that I want Tom Holland to be fully on, but because it's what I said before. They put more. What did I say about Phase 4? They put into No Way Home. Why? Because it's a Spider-Man movie, but they didn't put that much effort in the Black Widow. They wrote Black Widow in what, 11 days?
11 days. 11 days.
When you told me that, I was insulted. I was insulted. I was like, how are you going to do that to the
Because remember, I
team?
keep saying that it's probably going to be like the comics where they put so much effort into Spider-Man because Spider-Man is the bread and butter. Kevin Feige has talked about all the time that Spider-Man, this, Spider-Man, that. And look, rightfully so. Spider-Man is...
Yeah, he's the
number one. He's the number one hero.
Yeah, he's the number one hero. Go superhero. Everybody loves Spider-Man. If you don't, you're a moron. But it just goes with what I said. Like, I feel like low key, even people that don't like the MCU Spider-Man need to be thanking MCU Spider-Man because without No Way Home, his face ain't looking that. His face ain't looking that good.
Before, transitional or not, there are many movies and shows that have had transitional phases that don't need 20 movies to do it.
Dude, like even when the X-Men were doing bad movies, they at least try to keep like some of the laurel. They've tried. When Brian Singer tried, he tried. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean it was good, but they did. Like I saw the effort. They cared.
If the movie comes out and I don't like it, and I'm like, okay, you know what? It isn't for me. It's like I'll just use it because it's easy. Take The Last Jedi, for instance. I'm very 50-50 on it, but there's no doubt the passion that they put into it. Like in the behind the scenes, they worked hard on it. You know, they put their soul into it. Didn't really have a good story for it, but you know, they put, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, but you know, they
I disagree. No, play.
IMO. That's gonna be the new thing. IMO. But you know, it's like I can intellectualize it. And I can go okay, but when you look at Morbius, for instance, it's like the Morbin time memes. Yes, they're funny, but they're not. We're not laughing with you. We're laughing at you.
Yeah,
you idiots.
Hey,
or like
people don't realize
another movie that like even though it was bad, but like I saw what they were trying to do was like the Dark Phoenix movie. It was bad. It was bad. That thing was horrible. That thing was just straight up.
If I'm ever told that ever again, it's just for Magneto. Magneto and Beast carry that movie for me.
Yeah, trust me, it was bad. But guess what? The creator even apologized to the fans, saying like, "Listen, like since the company's getting bought over, I can't really do what I really want to do."
How do you do Last Stand 2.0, but worse?
Yeah, but it's like he was in a. I mean, he literally apologized to the fans and just said, like, hey, guys, I'm sorry, man. Like, this was not what I wanted. But, you know, I can respect that because guess what? He tried. Like, you know, if I could see the effort and you were trying to do it, I mean, it could be bad. But, like, I could say, all right, it didn't do good. But I see what you did. You try to do your best or whatever.
The only thing that sucks is that we're never going to get the uncut edition of it.
Yeah.
Why? There's an uncut edition too
of Dark Phoenix.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that.
Because they wanted to split it into two movies originally, but because of the
merger.
Because of the merger. But the problem is like, you know, the way I have it pegged is I'm sure you guys can agree, is the Dark Phoenix saga, for all intents and purposes, is the Infinity Saga of the X-Men. You got to build up to it. You got to earn it. They've screwed it twice. And now, I'm going to use that word, King, you set a precedent so when they eventually do it again in the MCU, we're all going to be having PTSD like, oh, Jesus.
Honestly, dude, I don't want them to do. I'm to the point right now to where I don't want them to touch anything X-Men right now. Like they're gonna make it to where like I'm not gonna like it even
After
more.
The way they just treated the legacy X-Men character.
Like I only have faith with Marvel with Spider-Man. That's it.
Yeah.
Right now, at least right now, at this very moment.
Because even though Sony have got their grubby mitts all over it, at least with that Marvel are like, hey, slow your roll. Like they can balance each other out from stupidness. It's But with other stuff, it's like Marvel are just like overcompensating because they've been the number one dog, and then Sony just I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're just doing some bullshit. It's
where did
so who the hell asked for El Muerte?
El Muerto.
El Muerte.
Who asked for this? Anyone? I'm sorry, you're not James Gunn. You don't take a Z-list character and make him something. You're not that. Sony, you can't even treat your A-list characters with respect.
If they announce James Gunn directing it, I'm in though.
Yeah.
I will say that. I will say that. If they announce James,
like, hey, I'm gonna have El Muerte beat the crap out of people.
if James Gunn's directing it, count me in. I don't care.
Yeah, if he's in it, then I'm in. And that's another thing. The directors are so important as well. Can't just have any random
Madam Web movie. I don't care about a Madam Web movie. I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't care.
They said it's supposed to set up the end game of Spider-Man.
Hey, at
I don't
first,
care. I don't care. You can set up the end game of Spider-Man by having 4, 5, 6 movies.
With only the first Venom, with only the first Venom to go on, I was like, you know what? I'm not hyped, but I'm in. With the second Venom and Morbius and El Muerte and Silk being announced and all this other
Wait a minute,
shit.
hold on. How is it supposed to set up the end game? Sorry, hold on. I gotta say this. How is it supposed to set up the end game of Spider-Man when it's not even in the MCU?
No, like they said, like because they want to try to. For what I keep on hearing, they want to try to bring like Tom Spider-Man, Andrew Spider-Man, Toby Spider-Man, and Miles Morales.
What?
Pretty much do. They pretty much want to do the Spider Wars arc or whatever.
Yeah, basically that. But I call it the Infinity War Endgame effect, where every franchise now wants to do it. Fast and Furious, Mission Impossible. But then again, this is where I have to instill some nuance a bit. As much as I love the MCU, Harry Potter did it first. Just saying.
That is true.
Just saying.
I mean, Half-Blood Prince was basically Infinity War.
Yeah, and then you got definitely
part one.
And then part one. I'm just saying.
Actually, they did a double whammy. They had Dumbledore and Dobby die.
And Mad Eye.
I found out that I'm looking up at Peacemaker, and the writer was James Gunn that wrote it.
You want to know why? Because they let the director. Do
you really want to taste that? Oh, go ahead, RJ.
I don't know it altogether.
Oh, they let the director have full creative control. Todd Phillips.
Yeah, not some
Gunn.
called,
Matt Reeves.
Donald Schmushmu, doing some bullshit.
You know what those three have in common? They had full creative control.
Yeah,
you said that.
Because the thing is, because you gotta understand, Warner Brothers was desperate, and like James Gunn needed a job, so they said, James Gunn said like, oh, so you want me to do the Suicide Squad movie? Yeah. Can I have creative control? Of course. Do anything. Just make us money. Like, all right.
James Gunn and Zach could switch places. But if anything, I don't think Zach will go over to Marvel because
he wouldn't fit in, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he wouldn't fit in.
We'll just say, right, Disney, this is how you treat characters of other ethnicities. Just throwing out there.
Yeah, nobody.
I'm telling you right now, though, we got Peacemaker season 2, Joker 2, The Penguin Show coming out. Who would have thought that I'm hyped for the Penguin show.
It's Colin.
Who would have thought that we're hyped up for Peacemaker?
That too. But it's like,
Hey, we did say DC could do it.
yeah, we did.
And they're doing it. Like,
Bro, once again, do we have to clarify that Peacemaker was the #1 watch show, a D-list character, by the way. I gotta say, a D-list character.
I think D-list.
That's
Like
a D-list character. Ain't nobody care about him.
Or an E-list character. The most hated person that killed Rick Flag, got his own show, and defeated all the Marvel shows because the landed sticked.
Dude,
At
when
the
we would
end,
talk about it, we were always like, man, fuck Peacemaker. He killed Rick Flag. He killed the homie Rick Flag. Screw this guy.
Still don't like him.
Yeah. I like the show, though.
Still can't shake it. I love Peacemaker, but I still can't let that go. It's just like, James.
Yeah, I can't let it
Someone
go.
has to reel James in there. It's like, James, you don't have to kill everybody. Like, calm. Like, you're overdoing it now. Like, come on. Do you really?
That's what happens when you give him full control.
This is true.
No, but the thing is, Star Wars. Well, mind you, let's be honest. Star Wars reclaimed the throne with the Force Awakens, and then they shot themselves in the foot like a bunch of idiots.
I'm
and then,
sorry, man.
You know, Marvel have reclaimed the throne, but now I think DC is about to take over full time.
I think DC is about to take back their throne. They said, like, get your.
Prediction.
You know how you said shame on Matt Reeves? I gotta say Marvel. Marvel and Star Wars, shame on you both, because DC taking the throne back, you know, as great as they're doing, it's because of your incompetence.
It's just true. They're just being stupid.
I have a ball. The Joker 2 is announced the same year. It's gonna come out. Both Batman, the second one, and Joker 2 are gonna come out in the same year. Probably split between like 2 or 3 months.
Imagine the marketing for that.
$2 billion movies right there. It's gonna come out.
Because the
and
thing
then you got
word of mouth now.
And then you got David Zaslav just saying, like, listen, this better make money. You better write your ass off in the script.
David, I hope that Gotham Knights show is just a formality. I hope he's secretly thinking, okay, let's just get through the first season, put it out there, and then get it out of my sight. Like, I hope, like, get it out of sight and out of mind. Don't even leave it in the archives. Delete it from the archives.
Delete it in the archives.
Like that Jedi librarian from Attack of the Clones, which is like, if it does not appear on our records, does not exist. Like that.
Yeah.
Looks like
you got to get rid of Gotham Knights. They need to go ahead and get rid of Ezra Miller, Amber Heard. They're almost done with their cleanup.
Out of there.
I don't have much faith in Black Adam. It just needs to make money. But if it's like
it's just another Rock movie.
I'm just saying though,
it'll make money.
It's gonna make money because of the Rock.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, if it's good, like if it's like tight dope.
Oh yeah, if they pull it off well, then
pull it off well.
I mean, I don't think they're going to pull it off well, but I think they'll pull it off the way they need to, the way they want, not the way they need to, the way they want.
They're basically just saying like, okay, Rock, we need you to make some money for us, man. So
and we'll just cover you in lightning.
Yeah,
it's basically what it is. So you know what they set out to do is going to be what they achieve. So Black Adam will be a success regardless. Like that will do well.
But if it's like
it's probably going to be way off. It's probably not going to even be comic accurate. Mind you, they basically gave away the plot in the trailer when they said like, you need to be a hero. I'm like, oh god, no.
Can these franchises stop doing that? Like, stop breaking you're not Deadpool. Stop breaking the fourth wall about who's a villain and who's like. Stop it.
I was like, no. I was like in the car. I was like acting like Darth Vader. No.
Adam isn't an anti-hero, and he's an anti-villain. Like he'll do good. He'll do good things here and there, but by and large, he can be a bit of an evil fucker. Like he can be
fights Superman.
He fights Superman and he fights Shazam, and he hates them both.
If Superman's in that, if he is,
even though The Rock will be playing himself, if he gets our boy Henry back, then.
Did you hear that article saying that Henry Cavill is too old to play Superman?
They brought back Billy Joel.
and they had Ben Affleck playing an old Batman. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But the thing is, imagine this. Just imagine this. Peacemaker season 2, success. Black Adam, success. Blue Beetle, success.
Fingers crossed.
Joker 2, success. The Batman 2, success. Man of Steel 2 announced.
Ooh,
Marvel, you're dead in the gutter.
I was just about to say that Amanda Waller show. I found out that James Gunn is going to be writing it. So
Yeah, it's gonna
No.
slap them.
Don't forget the Penguin show. That's gonna be some mob heavy stuff.
yeah,
Hey, take it easy there, sweetheart. Like, it's just, I mean, it's basically just Colin Farrell and
I'm sorry, dude. Like something about Amanda Waller. I just think that show is going to slap, bro. Because like the attitude of I don't give a. It's like I don't give a fuck about any of you guys.
bitch. Like it's just like credit to actress. Remind me the actress's name.
Viola Davis.
Oh, Davis.
Fucking amazing, like brilliant performance. She makes you hate her so much that when she gets hit in the back of the head, I'm like, yes,
There it is.
That was funny.
They would have never did that.
But yo, like when David Ayer cast her as Amanda Waller for the first Suicide Squad movie, I said, "Oh, okay, I can get behind that casting. They got the right person. Like,
Yeah,
she is Amanda Waller, bro."
she's got it nailed down, you know. And also, I want to put this out there again. It's are you Marvel or DC? No, we like both.
We like both. We're just calling
But-
it like we see it.
But I'm just calling it objectively, and I've noticed since that we, you know, I mean, I don't mean to blow my own trumpet here, but even for all of us, you know, the minute we all started talking about this, others have kind of come around to it, and it's like, well, when you look at the facts and what is likely, look at the way the MCU is being received now to how DC is being received going forward. Like, if DC could still screw this up, like they could still screw this up, but the probability is quite low at the moment.
Like, because they're going. DC just said, like, okay, yeah, you know what? We messed up. It's not good. We fucked up badly, like horrible. So now we're gonna just.
They've embraced the fact that they screwed up.
Oh yeah,
Can
but
you
it's like what Davis last off he did. He said, "Oh, the Batman made money. You're on my
Give me Batman too.
Peacemaker season 2. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Suicide Squad.
obviously, like, you know, money
Yeah.
is never indicative of if like the quality of something, but it can be used as a good indicator for in a business sense. You know, for someone like David, that's all he cares about. He doesn't care if fans loved it or didn't love it. Is it making money and is it garnering positive attraction? Anything in the CW, throw that shit in the bin. Get rid of it. Oh, Legends is cancelled! I don't care. Throw that shit in the bin and burn the bin, and then blow the bin up, and then put the ashes in the fucking sea.
Because they said the reason why they mostly canceled the shows was one, the shows were getting too expensive, and they didn't want to pay any more rent to the set that they were at.
Hilarious. They were getting expensive. Fucking the budget was bloody non-existent on those shows.
And also, it's like
That's crazy.
remember, I keep
That's
saying
a good
it.
thing they got rid of them. Fucking Jesus.
With Marvel and DC and Star Wars,
Good on you, David. Shame on and who was in charge before.
one of them can't stay on top forever. Is
No.
I mean, Star Wars arguably. Well, you know what?
No.
The fans. I'm gonna take something what Jacob said. It was the fans that turned Star Wars to sucky. Mr. OT fans that made George Lucas sell it.
yeah.
Don't get me started with these little pricks.
These OT X-Wing fanboys that are just so like
Yeah.
So much to where like people had, like you said, didn't the people have to
he's
apologize?
mad now.
Didn't people have to apologize, Jacob, because like they were mad at like they still mad at Disney or something like that?
Wait, who had to apologize?
Didn't the OT fanboys have to apologize about the prequels?
Supposedly all the OT fanboys that were like Jar Jar this, Jake Lloyd that, prequels.
They all Jake Lloyd an apology, and I'm still waiting.
This
That's
is
probably not
true.
gonna happen.
It's probably not going to happen. But it's to a point where it's just like I'm seeing old OT fans come out the woodwork and say, you know what, George, we're sorry. I'm like, yeah, you should be, because if it wasn't for you, we would have 9 movies, a complete saga, and that would be the end of it. I would rather that, like, all these spin-off shows are great and stuff, but I would sacrifice, I'm going to say it, I would sacrifice Mando and Grogu. I would sacrifice them for a
I would
complete
too, because we could get it later.
As much as I love Mando and Grogu, they could have ended up coming down the line anyway.
Yeah.
It was inevitable. But
because George had the passion for it, man.
Story where you have 9 films that are cohesive and they fit. I don't give a frog's fat ass if you don't like midichlorians. It's not that deep. You OT pure. Oh, the Force is ruined. No, it's not. It's just simply a way to say to stupid people, hey, Anakin is powerful. There you go. That's all it is. That's literally all it was. People just made this massive deal and blew it out of proportion to something that it never was. You know, and his sequel trilogy treatment was centered around that, like dealing with the midichlorians, tapping into that part of the Force, connecting the trilogies together, because obviously they were shot out of sequence. And he was like, no, I'm gonna sell it. I was like, well, there you go.
He gave in to the thing that he said that he'll never do, or whatever.
His dialogue, I'll say his dialogue is freaking dreadful, but his storytelling and his world building and his directing, it's perfect.
I think if him and his wife were still working on the prequels together, and if they was to still have managed the sequels together or whatever, I think Star Wars would be arguably still one of the #1 franchises, in my opinion.
Yeah, now it's just kind of there. Star Wars is just seen as a joke now. It's just there. You know?
It's to the point to where, like, you know what? You have to just accept. You just have to accept that, you know what? Star Wars is never gonna come back, and you know what? I'm perfectly okay with that. You know what I'm saying? It's sad.
It's an 8 out of 10 at best.
Yeah. Don't insult my 8 out of 10. It's more like 5 out of 10. Like, you don't use that word. Like, don't insult my 8 out of 10.
Some blueberry cake.
About Star Wars, I keep saying it. Ever since Last Jedi, I've just been out of touch with it. It's just, I just can't.
I even said it before Kenobi. I said, this can either be really good or this is going to be really bad.
Oh, that's delicious. Do you know what? Carry on talking. I'm going to get some more of this.
Dude, it's to the point. It's to the point to where the guy that played Boba Fett even started calling out Disney Star Wars, and he said he hates his character. And Dave, you just said Dave Filoni wrote it. I'm like, that's surprising.
See, that's what I mean. Even though I love them, they can screw up here and there too. But it wouldn't surprise me if there was someone going, hey, you know this Boba Fett show that we got coming up? Let's make it about family. You're taking the most ruthless bounty hunter in the galaxy. Apparently, he's the best that's ever lived. Okay, even though Django died by Mace Windu and took on Jedi Masters and gunned one down in seconds, and Boba's killed by a blind man. But yeah, did they make Boba more badass in Mando? Yeah, I was like, okay, hey, this show could slap. You watch the show that he's in, and he's speaking to people. You're right, mate, and then he's like a panther, and the problem is, it doesn't feel consistent and organic with what you set up. It would be like me going to RJ, right? RJ, you're in my show. You're cameoing in my show to set up your spin-off, okay? And then all of a sudden, like, you know, King and Christian join the fold. And then in your own show, instead of the goat, you're the cat. Like, you can't do that.
It's like, I'm wondering why Boba Fett is so nice to everybody. Like, he's all passive and he's like apologizing to people. Like, I'm sorry. Wait,
maybe his experience, what they were going for was that his experience with death maybe changed his opinion on things. But how they balance the tone in Mandalorian, where he cares about people, but he's still that same dude, like here and there. I was like, okay, that's a good balance. But in his own show, I'm like, we got Dark Knight coming up. Like, what happened? Did your balls drop off?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they came in and snipped them off. Like, did the Sarlacc pit like reduce his testicles as well? Like, what happened there?
Cause old boy was mad in that article. He was saying he says I don't know what the writers did to Boba Fett, but this is not Boba Fett. I hate it.
It's more like
That's the thing about Star Wars right now. They're bringing back characters and they're changing them.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
It's like, don't get me wrong.
I know what you're doing, and I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Let me just say this: it's great when the actors come out on stage and the lights go up and the fans are like, ah! But calm down for a second. Let's relax. Look at the story angle here.
I'm not doing that for Star Wars anymore.
We're taking the legacy characters and actors, the Star Wars alumni, and we're bringing them back to quote unquote give the fans what they want. And we're not doing it. We're just clickbaiting them, just a load of bullshit. And we're changing them, and we're not just changing them like evolutionary. We're changing what we tuned into for the. I'm sorry, I ragged on this earlier on at the start. I was saying this to King and Christian. In the latest episode of Kenobi, right, when Vader storms in there and he's like, "You were warned, defeat." Right. I'm like, right, that's not how Vader enters a scene. And I got met with, oh, it's a younger Vader. I said, okay, hang on, whoa, hold, okay. Lore update. So this is 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, correct?
Yeah.
5 years after Revenge of the Sith, an Inquisitor is standing in front of him, and he axes her in seconds. You know the clip I showed you where he throws the your mama over the thing. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that Vader is 5 years. King disappeared. But that Vader is like 5 years after Revenge of the Sith. This is 10 years after, and he's just choking Reaver, and he's like, "Oh, you surprised me." I'm like, "Why are you writing it this way? Snap her neck, done, bang, boom. Why are we wasting time? What?" And I was saying this earlier. There's going to be a season 2.
Yeah,
I only covered a rumor of it, but I think the way this show's playing out, it's going to be a season 2.
And then there's also that rumor that Reba might be getting her own show, and I'm like, she already has her own show.
You could have done that without
in the Kenobi show. It's about Reva.
And this is another thing, right? When they said limited series, I was like, okay, we're going to get like 6 to 8 episodes. Well, I was hoping for 8. 6 to 8 episodes of quality storytelling. Go all in. Keep it contained. You don't need to go any longer than a season. Boy, was I mistaken. Like 4 episodes in, all Hayden's done is do this. That's all he's done. Yeah, where the fuck is Hayden? I'm sorry. You're lying to the consumer. You're lying to people. There's a point where it's like, okay, fan entitlement. Okay, I get it. But there's a point of this, and maybe because it's 3 a.m. in the morning and I just feel bitter. But, you know, there's a point of this where you say, Ewan's back. Where Hayden's back. And then someone's throwing their knickers on stage and all that kind of shit. But the story is suffering badly. And then what you're doing is you're retroactively ruining the time in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. You're damaging the story further.
Also, I'm going to come out and say it. Kenobi should have been a movie, in my opinion.
I agree. And this is another problem. Sorry to cut you off.
No, that's my fault. I cut you off. Go ahead.
No. I've been talking for like 10 minutes. So after I make this point, I'll shut up and eat my cake. But essentially, they decided to release Solo after the Last Jedi backlash, right? What did they think? What did you think was going to happen? What did you honestly think was going to happen? You've just killed Han Solo off in the movie before this one. This is the most controversial Star Wars movie of all time. Let's release a Solo prequel. What the?
Before you go, RJ, it's like what I was telling Jacob earlier. Everybody thought Kathleen Kennedy was gone, but she was never gone, bro. She said, "Oh, you won't see me physically, but I can still write stuff or whatever. I could pull a director behind the scenes a little bit and just talk to them."
Well, like with Kenobi,
Like Solo is not the reason
You know, Solo. All that shit that I was saying, because Solo got smacked. That's the reason we don't have a Kenobi movie. So thank you, Lucasfilm. Shame on you.
Kenobi, with you bring back Ewan and Hayden, two of the beloved not they're beloved now, but
Now, yeah.
You don't put that in a show. You give them a movie. 2 hours and 45 minutes. I don't care how long it is. You give it a movie. Okay. With the two of them going at
I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't think Kathleen Kennedy likes any of the Skywalkers. I don't think she likes none of the male characters beyond the way. I'm just putting it out there. It's just writing on the freaking wall, man. Like, I don't care. Like, that lady's evil. And she doesn't have the same care as George Lucas does. So
Luke, Ben, now Anakin.
I do not want her grimy, nasty hands touching Mace Windu or Qui-Gon. You keep those things in the archives and burn it. Like,
you still want those shows, King?
And
this is what I mean. Is this is an example of where the line of fan service, where it's like, just because it's fan service doesn't mean we want it. Like, if this is what happens, but like, don't get me wrong. As I said earlier, yes, bringing the actors back. Oh, it's amazing! Sign my penis. You know, as amazing as it is, if the story suffers to this extent, I don't want it. Because it's just gonna be like you're ruining the story. Like you're taking a shit on it. Like, less is more. I'd rather we never saw Hayden and Ewan again, and the last image I have of them was Revenge of the Sith. Unless this show pans, like if they slap it in the final 2 episodes, I'll go, okay. The rest of the show, but these 2 episodes, oatmeal, you know.
yeah.
like I'm so conflicted because I like the first 2 episodes of Kenobi. I really do.
They set it up well.
Yeah, they set it up. The third, okay,
The fourth one was just horrible. There's no good qualities in that movie. I mean, that
quality in that is seeing Obi swing a lightsaber, the Force
that's
Unleashed,
a baseball bat.
and the Jedi Fallen Order reference. Other than that, the way the episode plays out and just Vader walking. I'm sorry, my man Vader came in there walking like Braun Strowman. What the hell is that? That's
Dude,
not
he looked like an angry woman boss. No offense, but like he was like strutting
God.
like.
They made Darth Vader a Karen. Oh God! How are you doing that to Darth? Oh Jesus! And again,
excuse me, where's your manager right now? Manager.
Organic, authentic storytelling. They set it up in episode 3 for there to be like scenes where Obi and Anakin would reflect on life. They would, they have their time apart. They set it up. It was the natural, organic way to go. Even if people were like, you know what, flashback episode, at least it would have served the story, and emotionally it would have set up the 2 final episodes for their confrontation. We're now going to cram it into the 5th episode and shove it in your face, and then 6th episode, brief duel, and then Reva's going to probably redeem, and then there's a season 2 of Kenobi and a Reva spin-off. And this is my problem. We don't need spin-offs for every single character. Not every character. It's too much. Wait. No end to end.
Dude, I'm still just laughing at the fact that the stormtroopers didn't see Leia inside that jacket. I'm like, are they insulting the audience? Like, we just go and pretend that did not happen. Like,
now, if there is a way they could have done that better, but the way that it plays out like, oh, you're just happy to see Ewan back. You'll eat anything.
Yeah, they think you're stupid.
And they're going to release a behind the scenes of, oh, this was the story narrative that we were going for. I'm like, get that shit out of here. It doesn't come across in your story. I don't believe this. I don't believe you. I want to see the storyboard. I don't want to see any random thing on some random site. I want to see the actual storyboard. I want to see what your process was from episode
Jacob,
one.
where's your storyboard?
What were you thinking?
Unfortunately, DC and Star Wars have now officially switched places. I don't have my pen, but do you know what I'll use? I'll use the lightsaber instead, because Disney don't know how lightsabers work. Still, apparently. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not 1, 7, 5, 2, 1. That's not how it works. And another thing, Disney, when you get hit by a lightsaber, like if I was to get hit here, right here, my head is coming off my body. It's not like, that's not how lightsabers work, Disney. I understand you got to keep it PG because you're the House of Mouse, but can we just try and respect the law a little bit, please? I know it's nothing but a money machine to you, but can you please just try and respect what the fans really do care about?
And then also you can slap stormtroopers and like they go down like easily.
Anytime there's a lightsaber hit on the stormtroopers, it's like this is a toothbrush. Like a big glow stick toothbrush that just brushes them. That's not how a lightsaber works. It would be like taking a gun, shooting someone, point blank range, right between the eyes, and it bounces off like a little Nerf dart. That's not how bullets work. Like, fuck.
I'll put it this way. Like, yeah, like this next fight between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan, that thing better go all in, because if it doesn't,
that shit better be 15, 20 minutes max.
I don't want loads of cutting between what Reaver and friends are doing.
I'm sorry, that's probably not gonna happen. It's
probably not going to happen. I really want the focus to be on Vader and Kenobi in that situation, because that's what we came here for. And when they say rematch of the century, Kathy, you cannot just throw around a term like that. I want this like a WWE WrestleMania match. I want these two to go all in. Like I don't want any of this BS of baseball bat swinging. No, it's like, no, I want them to be fucking throwing shit at each other, bloody stabbing each other, kicking each other.
I need Obi-Wan doing backflips still. I need Darth Vader just start like freaking Rogue One Darth Vader, just not care like that.
I agree with that statement.
Gonna grab Spencer back.
It's exhausting, franchise dilemmas.
Yeah. Pretty much,
Good, Chris?
Hmm?
No, I said, you good? You alright? Like you just threw your phone
waiting
down.
for you guys to finish.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. I'm just going on what you guys are saying. Go ahead, man.
You good, bro? You all right, dog?
You okay?
You guys don't expect me not to have that aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, man. What was your point?
What are you about to say, bro?
I've been talking for 30 minutes. Someone help my throat sore.
I have nothing to say, actually. But plus, I don't really care much what's really going on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Shit like that happens like most of the time, so there's not for me to whine about it.
Oh.
Yeah, there's this Star Wars situation is just very draining.
Yeah.
Thanks for DC.
It's
Star Wars
yeah,
stuff
it's just like
now all becoming really pretty much the same repetitive stuff. So why being affiliated by that? So I don't give a shit. And pretty much what Star Wars fans, what they say to me, you can tell everything you want. I have a few words to say. I don't give a shit what you said.
Okay.
Get me demonetized out here. Yeah, it's I don't know. Just the whole situation with the franchise is just a mess.
Yeah.
Just a mess.
I mean, it's just like I said. You just gotta accept the fact that you know what, guys. Your Star Wars that you like and love, it's gone. It's dead in the door. It's dead as it is. It's not coming back.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine, but just get that version of it, not Disney's version of it, or even George's special edition one of it. Like, don't do that either. Like, just get the original one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you just gotta. It's the same thing with the MCU. I don't think it's gonna go back to that same phase anymore that we know and love, like the one and 3. Because
I told this early on, way before even Endgame came out, I said, you know, it doesn't matter if you bring in Galactus. It doesn't matter if you bring in Doctor Doom. Yes, they'll be cool to see, but you're never going to reach Endgame levels of storytelling ever again. You just can't, because anything from this point on is forced. Like, it's forced. I mean, look at Eternals. It's already forced. Like, oh, we didn't interfere because, like, fucking get that. Like, you didn't interfere because you weren't thought of. What the hell was that?
What was that?
There's always a random noise. Like, you didn't interfere because you weren't thought of at the time. But I'll forgive it. It's a retcon, but it's just like...
I think with the MCU is that it's going to be what I keep saying. We're just going to care about Spider-Man.
Get it together.
We're just going to care about Spider-Man. That's it.
Yeah, we're just going to care about Spidey.
Yeah. It's to the point to where, like, I just even
about that. That's my boy.
debating about like getting rid of Disney Plus, bro, because I just can't keep on funding stupidity anymore.
Well, I'll do the homework for you, King.
I'll give you the Ricky Gervais treatment. I've got a Chosen versus Silver video uploading tonight. There we go. And the thing is, you know, when I just want to touch upon this before we end, when images for Cobra Kai season 5 inevitably start to release, and we get about 20 of them, I will wait until the weekend and pick and choose 10 to talk about, because I won't be sat there waiting for every minutia of detail and information going, I need more. Calm and composed, little bits of information, you know. And again, sometimes when two characters are standing in a hallway, it generally even just means they're standing in a hallway. There's no metaphorical meaning, so we haven't got to dilute our thumbnails and talk a lot of crap. And all that nonsense. And I'm also pleased to announce that in most of my videos going forward, I will be on camera, because that's my shtick. I like being on camera. I'm an on-camera kind of guy, not, you know, hiding behind, you know, faceless pictures and saying a bunch of shit about other people, because I'm too frightened to say it in the real world. So I sit behind a screen and do it. I've had enough. I've had enough. Franchise dilemmas, you know. This is the problem, but we care. But also, for everyone in the chat, Lisa, thank you for the £20 earlier on. Tristan, Abbas, Cobra Kai World, Cool Game Boy.
That brings a lot of good nostalgic memories.
Dr. Death. And I think I'm missing someone. Am I missing someone? Well, no, I might be missing someone, but I'm sure they're probably watching. Shout out to you if you're still watching. And yeah, we had a nice little brief 40-minute discussion post Batman Begins, and I'm about to go and seek therapy because these franchises have exhausted me to the point where I'm gonna pass out. Yep, thank you. Okay, so let's do it in that order. Christian, sir.
Remember, I'm the most complete fighter in the world.
Oh,
Yuri boy, sir. Oh. And the king himself.
Pinky, pinky.
Oh. And I'm pleased to say I've got a reduction down below. Just got the one now. But also, thank you for tuning into this stream, ladies and gentlemen. It's that point now where I'm starting to go into trance. I'm just saying a bunch of random shite. But yeah, thank you for tuning into Batman Begins. It was great to revisit this one. And yeah, get it together, Mickey Mouse. House of Mouse. Shame, shame. Shame on you. Shame on you. There's a quote. No, I don't want to put 8 out of 10 on them. That's too much of a compliment.
Wait, don't you use no 8 out of 10 for that company? They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. You give them like a 3 out of 10.
What about No Way Home?
Huh?
What?
That's what's keeping it up. Because if they have No Way Home, then they don't got nothing. There'll be one, RJ. I don't want to destroy them that badly.
And with that being said, thank you very much for tuning into this stream, ladies and gentlemen. And this was The Real Cut.
So long, farewell to you, my friends.
Harry's dead.
Every Sunday, I have to deal with these.
Just got the one now.
Every Sunday, every single Sunday.
Every Sunday I got